Alright. We are good. Everybody, welcome to the Coastal Zone. Welcome along to the Coastal Zones. I've done a couple of things as an actual streamer. I feel a little more legit now. So one of those things is we need to see when people start showing up. So I think I got it working right. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I hope not. I'm being very vague, because if it's wrong, I don't want anyone to know what I was trying to do and then get embarrassed. So, alright. But yeah, we're booking till our season finale. Of course, welcome to the Coastal Zone 2022, biggest show of our calendar year. And we do have a bit of a longer one. It's gonna be, we're taping on Sunday because Frankie Perez has gone to Pride again. But we're still airing on Mondays, so it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mondays. So the first taping block will be the usual 2. The second taping block will be 3. So we're gonna have a slightly longer, one extra show before Welcome to the Coastal Zone. So for anybody in the live crowd, here is what happened on Spring Break Spring Break Bash for those of you that didn't get to see it, and then also don't care about spoilers. But yeah, Frankie Boy is now a double champion with the COT World title and the Coastal Zone title. He beat Frankie Perez, won everything. So yeah, there you go. That's really the main takeaway from that. Okay, let's see. Oh, it works. Oh, that works. Can I? Maybe I'll move it. Oh, it's so small. There we go. Oh, shit. Someone else type something. Someone else type something. I was using that. Hold up. No. I was using that. It was helping. I got the chat to show up on screen, guys. Someone else type something. Please. Please, I'm begging you. I can do it myself. I forgot I can do it myself. That's right. Testing. Maybe it doesn't show if I do. Okay. So I can make it bigger. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I got the chat on screen. Look at that. Can I add a background to that? Oh, now you type something right when I pull up the other screen. Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I can get a background. It doesn't really help. I mean, it's already set to black. Maybe I gotta change it. What does chunky look like? Chunky can work. We can do chunky. We can do chunky. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Heading for a heartbreak. No, you're not. No, you're not. Can I make it? No, I can't. Because if I make it bigger, then it's gonna... Alright. But yeah. So that's for the stream. When I run the shows, I will turn that off. So nobody spam to get themselves over during running shows. But while we're just doing stream stuff, that will be around. I also have a screen. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. I have this screen so that I can just put this on instead of spoiling the pay-per-view. For coast-to-coast episodes or tour shows for 5SSW, you'll see just the game. But for pay-per-views, the big shows, we're keeping them secret by having this going on. So, yeah. Big stuff happening here. I hope you like my little fox mask fucking picture. Incels for the win, hell yeah. I mean, no, wait a minute, no. I shouldn't be hell yeahing that. I should not be hell yeahing that. So let me actually sim one day, just so we don't have to do any simming. I feel so professional. I feel so professional. Oh, man. True, the Georgians never spam. That is true. That is true. Maybe I should... What if I put it over here? I'm gonna put it on the other side. It doesn't let me change the... It doesn't let me change the, arrangement of it. Like, I can't put it on... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe... What if we do... Old school? No, old school looks like shit. Twitch just doesn't make sense. We're on YouTube. What about boxed? Oh, boxed could work. Box could work. When someone else types something, we'll see how that one looks. Razan Okamoto won the Maeda Grand Prix. Good for him. That's actually a good pickup. Okay, so enough of me fucking around in Streamlabs and being way too proud with myself for doing basic shit. So Coast to Coast tonight, like I said, we're doing 5 shows. First taping is 2 shows. Second taping is 3 shows. I've got it all pre-booked. The big elephant in the room is, why is Frederique here? Why does he have 1 appearance left on his contract? That is because we have officially added Freedom Caribbean Wrestling to COTT. We have officially added FCW to COT. So, as an introduction to COT, what their first thing is, Frederique is going to get a title shot on the first episode of Coast to Coast. So, as a welcoming party, Frederique, their biggest name in their company, and I thought he was the People's Champion. I guess not. Did he just lose it? No, he's the Puerto Rican champion. Okay. So, their world champion versus our world champion for the COT championship. Yeah. That's all we have pre-booked for the first Coast to Coast. But, yeah, so FCW's in COT, and they're getting a welcoming party in the form of a COTT world title shot. Frederique versus Frankie Boy. Cool, yeah. So let's just start booking. No one's getting the night off. Go fuck yourselves. Generic venue. Booking team meeting. Also, Blackhawks are on. I have the score right underneath. So we'll see how well that goes. Okay. So I only have 2. Honest to God, I think I'll only need 1 creative finish. Frederique might be the most over indie wrestler in America. That is what I would call a true statement. He legitimately is one of the most over. That is way too big. Fuck. Way too big. Maybe like that. Yeah, he's really fucking over. He's very old, but he's really over. Okay, so this doesn't help us in the slightest. Cougar, near certainty. Blackhawks just fucking scored. It's 3-1. Lightning can eat shit. Honest to God, Lightning can eat shit. Tampa Bay sucks. I mean, I'm sorry about the hurricane and everything, but, like, eat it. Fuck you. Big gamble. I mean, that's just not what you want to see. See, the thing is, do I go for a 3rd finish, and if it fails, I just take my losses? Yeah. Safe bet. Look at that. And then we have a finish for the next show. Okay. Oct 01. Okay. Did we need any character ideas? I don't know. You know what? It never hurts to have one. It's fucking Mass Cougar. What the fuck is with Mass Cougar? I mean, at least it's good. Alright. Yeah, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. But we got some good finishes. Waylon Walls was just a joy to have. I keep forgetting he's the head women's trainer. Onslaught is being influenced by American Flash. Alright, that's cool. Maybe let's do some meddling. Maybe let's do some meddling. Who do we want to meddle? Maybe, Amy St. James and Ellie DeGrazia, because they are a tag team. So that's good. Okay, but yeah, Coast to Coast is here. I didn't do any fucking angle ideas. What is wrong with me? I forgot to do angle ideas. Which kind of sucks. That should not be italicized. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna fucking kill myself first, apparently, in a video game. So we're gonna open the show AEW style, by doing a fucking really fun match to kick things off. So we're gonna open the show with the Incels, Heartbreaker, and Zell Quinn versus the SoCal Savages, Johnny and Frankie Perez. That's right, Zell Quinn's injured, so he's just got to deal with it. Poor guy, I pre-booked, I'm not finishing that. So yeah, just a good fun way to open the show, steal the show. Frankie Perez can pin Zell because he's got a cracked tailbone, so I want to make sure he's working. That does help if you want Cougar to job a little bit. Yeah, that's true. No, that's absolutely true. It's better to have it than to not, you know? But it's also like, fuck, I would have really liked it to be someone that's mad, you know? So yeah, open. Honestly, called? Can Heartbreaker call it? No, he fucking can't. He's too busy crying in his bedroom. Alright. Do we have a creative finish I could use? A Big Gamble, Frankie Boy. Big Gamble, it's already going to get a decent penalty because it's not going 20 minutes, so fuck it, why not? Let's just have it, let's just run it. Let's just run it. Let's go, let's gamble. Let's gamble some. Let's gamble some. So immediately after, Frankie Perez wants a rematch. So I'm actually going to part one and part... No, I only have it for 2 minutes. Never mind. Frankie wants a rematch, but Seth Whitehead wants in. He's like, I've proven my point. I beat American Flash on the last pay-per-view. I am not fucking letting you get a rematch. I don't care about rematch clauses and all that bullshit. Fuck you. You are not getting another shot before I get one, Frankie Perez. So he can work the crowd. Johnny can just stand there with his dick between his legs. And Seth Whitehead can work the crowd. So 2 minutes, scripted. This is probably storyline development, book segment. Secondly, we have... So as that's going on in the ring, the Guru. He's trying to get... The Guru tries to get an interview with Heartbreaker. He's trying to just be like, how do you feel about that loss, you stupid bitch, pretty much. And yeah, Heartbreaker's trying not to get interviewed. But before he even has a chance to respond, California Love Machine then jumps him. Because California Love Machine is not happy with how the pay-per-view went for him, where if you don't remember, yeah, the Incels won at the pay-per-view, which is a bit of a shame if you're a normal person. So, yeah, California Love Machine not too happy about that. So, yeah, he's just going to keep going after Heartbreaker as revenge. We are then going to have a fun team-up as Luis Montero Jr., where are the Apex Twins? Luis Jr. and El Jaguar are going to team up, and I pray to God they don't have bad chemistry, because this is going to be a team and a storyline I have going forward. 10-minute match, Luis can go over. I don't care which Apex Twin loses. Book that. We then have an angle where Zell Quinn, who was very mad about the loss in the opener, tries to jump the SoCal Savages, but fails. Just not a good outing for Zell Quinn here. I guess we can just put everybody on fighting. Frankie, Johnny, and Zell. Or not Zell Quinn. Zell Quinn. Generic works fine here. We then have another tag match with the California Dreams, the original victims of Heartbreaker, versus the team of Snapdragon Jr. and Komodo Dragon. I toyed with the idea of teaming them up, so if they have good chemistry, this will probably be a team going forward. If they have no chemistry or bad chemistry, most likely Snapdragon Jr. will be doing some solo stuff. They probably both will, because Komodo Dragon's better, and Snapdragon's got the name value. So this is going to go 14 minutes total. Kira Lee can get the victory over Komodo Dragon. Open, script it, clean it, book it. Then afterwards, the California Dreams. The Dreams won a title match. Ice set. Oh my god. Maybe not the best. I'm talking about the Inner City Express. But with what's going on in America right now, probably not the best idea to use ICE as the acronym. So. Shit. IC Express. Refuse. Okay, I'll just do ICE and not mention it. No one's gotta know. So yeah, Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa essentially are like, look, despite the fact that both of us failed to capture the Extreme Championship, we're still the best team this company has to offer that aren't the tag champs, and we won a title match. And the Inner City Express, who at the pay-per-view did fuck all. I thought they did something at the pay-per-view. I was wrong. Maybe they got a title match not that long ago? Yeah, they got a title match not that long ago. And they're just essentially like, why do you guys deserve it over us? ICX? That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, but the Inner City Express are, like, why do you guys deserve this over us? And so, yeah, they're just going to do a match next week, pretty much. Who's the other one? Jay Becker. We're going to script the blue fuck out of this one. So 2 minutes, serious, book segment. We then have another, pre-book as Sean McFly books an Extreme #1 Contenders match, and he essentially is just making this announcement from his office. If you remember what happened at the pay-per-view, Hude Ask defeated El Jaguar, Tigre defeated Johnny Perez, and then after Carlos Barrera retained, Tigre tried to call his shot. Hude Ask tried to step in, so Sean McFly's like, look, I see no reason why either of these men should get the shot over the other. I think this would be a perfect match to determine the #1 contender for Carlos's title. So, off-screen, who's the other one? Fucking Carlos can be off-screen. And Hugh will be off-screen. So, yeah, that's going to happen next week. Hype, script, backstage, pre-tape, because fucking pre-tape, why not? Alright, we then have a singles match between Onslaught and American Flash, because American Flash is good, so I'm going to use him. It goes 12 minutes, American Flash goes over, open clean, book segment. We then are going to have American Flash calls out Fox and Company. I don't have a stable name. They're just going to be referred to as Fox and Company for the foreseeable future. And, you know, they don't show up. They only appear on the Tron, and they're just doing their shtick of like, look, you You are no better than anyone else on this roster. You came up after us and you never respected us. You say you're the biggest homegrown name this company has ever done. Oh, so you're just trying to overdo what we did. You're the biggest name of all time, not Mask Cougar, not Troy Tornado, not me, Fox Mask. And yeah, because they fucked him over. Mask Cougar absolutely fucked American Flash over, and he wanted to know why. And they say that he is the biggest culprit of this whole movement, this whole imaginary movement of the past being erased here in CZCW. So, yeah, that's the, Jesus Christ. That's the whole gist of it. So Fox Mask works the crowd. Fox Mask 2 just is here for exposure. He doesn't say a goddamn word. Mask Cougar might as well talk. I mean, it's not a good promo already. So scripted. I think we have to do it live because somebody is in the ring. I was gonna try to mental gymnastics, but no. So yeah, script that, and then we will have a promo by Gangster Nation, who lost their tag team title match on the pay-per-view. And they essentially are just going to say, yeah, we may have lost, but we're not letting anybody pigeonhole their way into the tag title picture. This is supposed to be the year of Gangster Nation, and we're going to keep that going. So, Gang Nation will not let any pigeons dig holes. So, there's that. Waylon Walls. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about half the time. I don't, and I write for them. So, you know, foreshadowing, backstage, pre-taped, script, save, book. Alright, and then our main event, of course, welcoming FCW into COT will be Frederique versus Frankie Boy. This is gonna go 20 minutes. Frankie Boy's going over. I need to borrow the COTT title, don't I? Yes, I do. Borrow title. Alright. So, add to booking sheet. This will only be for the COTT title. We are not putting the Coastal Zone title up for grabs. Because in the event that I fuck up and have the wrong person win, I don't want that shit to deal with me. I don't want to deal with that. I'm almost 100% positive Frederique, can call it. Yep, there we go. 22 minutes. Book segment, not for the Coastal Zone title. Are you fucking shitting me? Puerto Rican Power gave this asshole creative control. I have to abide by the creative control on a fucking alliance loan? You piece of shit. Oh my god. Alright. Fucking asshole. God, what a mark. What a mark. Oh my god. Maybe I do need a finish on here. I got no finish that would work, because this one's a bit of a gamble, so it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Jesus fucking Christ. He's on one show, and he's... Whatever, man. Go fuck yourself. How are the Blackhawks on a penalty kill again? Oh, no, they're on the power play. Never mind. I'll shut up. Yeah, so then Frankie Boy is confronted by both Perez and Seth. And then McFly makes a ruling. So essentially, Frankie Boy's just trying to do his own shit, and the two men that want the title come out to challenge for the title, and Sean McFly comes out and he's like, look, we already have 2 #1 contenders matches going on next week. Why not make it a third? Why not knock out 3 birds with just 1 stone and have this one world title implications, #1 contenders match? So yeah, we're gonna have 3 matches pre-booked for next week. This is 95 minutes, that is correct. Do not auto book. Do not auto book. Do not come. Do not come. I'm gonna come. Alright. Yeah, I usually take a half a Xan before these streams, and I took a full one today, so I got energy right now. Any minute now, I'm just gonna fucking crash. So just I got the pre-workout ready. Just be ready for that. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, the YouTube chat overlay, I will hide it for the YouTube video, so I can still see your messages, just so you know. But yeah, we are gonna be doing that right now. Let's get into this show. Let's run it. Let's run it. Oh, God, what's with the... Is it just because of Zell? Yeah, it's just because of Zell. Alright, kicking off this first show on the build to Welcome to the Coastal Zone, we have just a fun Steal the Show tag match with 3 really reliable mid-carders and the second biggest name in our whole company, Frankie Perez, as Heartbreaker and Zell Quinn, a.k.a. the Incels, lose to the SoCal Savages in 14 minutes and 33 seconds after Frankie Perez locks in the P-clutch on Zell Quinn to get the victory. Our big gamble creative finish was a huge success, which took this rating up to a 62 when this would have probably damaged it quite a bit. But yes, Zell Quinn does still have that cracked tailbone. He's going to have that cracked tailbone up until the pay-per-view. So once the pay-per-view hits, he'll be good. But other than that, yeah, SoCal Savages go over once again. However, Frankie Perez is not done, as he says that, look, while I may have lost to you, Frankie Boy Fernandez, I may have lost my title, I'm not going to just take the loss and move on with my life. No, I know that I am worth a rematch, that the world wants a rematch, and that I'm going to get my title back. And after he makes that challenge, Seth Whitehead appears and he says, look, no, you don't. No, you do not. I came into this company, I called my shot, and I fucking told everybody what I was gonna do, and I did it. I beat American Flash. I don't care what anybody says. I had nothing to do with Mask Cougar or Fox Mask or any of that bullshit. I don't care, but I won, and I am the #1 contender. So if you want to go get your title match, you gotta go through me, Frankie. And that is how we end the first full segment of the show. And we cut backstage where our commentator, the Guru, is chasing down Heartbreaker, trying to interview him. Like, Heartbreaker, you won at the pay-per-view, but you've lost here tonight. Where do you go from here? And Heartbreaker, who already doesn't want to be seen on camera, looks at the Guru. He's all mad, and he's about to start saying something when he is jumped by California Love Machine. Heartbreaker has done nothing but fuck with California Love Machine, and then he won in that 3v3 match at the pay-per-view, so California Love Machine is not happy, just jumping Heartbreaker mid-promo, mid-interview, probably to send a message to the guy that this shit ain't over. This shit ain't over. Following that, we have a fun team up here as the team of Luis Montero Jr. and El Jaguar defeat the Apex Twins in 8 minutes and 28 seconds. The match ended when Luis Jr. pinned Gabe Apex. A couple people were off their game. Decent little match, good mid-card match. El Jaguar had a good performance despite being off his game, so, you know, good. Next segment, we have Zell Quinn finds the Perez brothers backstage and clearly still mad about that loss. He tries to jump them. He gets a few good licks in before the two men punch him in the face and he runs away. So it does not go very well for Zell Quinn. It went pretty poorly, actually, as he got his shit stuffed with one punch. So there you go. That was 40 rated segment. After that, the California Dreams take on Snapdragon Jr. and Komodo Dragon, and Snapdragon Jr. already injured somebody, so that's not fucking good. So Kira Lee cracked her ribs, not her tailbone. Zell Quinn has the ribs, so I can only hope that doesn't last too long, because, that's gonna suck. Hopefully she can work through it. But the match goes 12 minutes and 9 seconds when Kira Lee pinned Komodo Dragon with the Dream Drop. And, unfucking believable. Jesus Christ. It was actually Snapdragon Jr. I didn't know. Great. But the California Dreams grab the mics and they say, look, even though we failed to capture the Extreme Championship 2 pay-per-views ago, we are still the best team in this company. Not probably. We are still the best team that this company has to offer that aren't currently the tag champs. And we're no longer going to stand aside, try to go for solo gold. We know what we're worth, and we're worth those tag team and then ICE, the Inner City Express, come out. Jay Becker and Malik Cash, they say, look, with all due respect, and there is absolutely none to you two, you have done nothing more than us to earn a tag title shot. So, if you want those tag titles, you got to go through us. So how about next week, us versus you? Winners can be the #1 contenders. And the California Dreams agree, and we have our first match pre-booked for Coast to Coast next show, which will be the California Dreams if Kiraleigh's not too hurt. And the Inner City Express, I think she can work through it. It didn't stop me, so we're at least doing that. We're at least making her work with cracked ribs through that. But yeah, that angle got a 39. And speaking of announcements, if you remember what happened after Carlos Barrera won or retained his Extreme Championship, he was called out by Tigre Salvaje Jr., who won earlier in the pay-per-view, and then Hugh Ask, who also won earlier in the pay-per-view. And Sean McFly says straight up, look, both of those men proved themselves at the pay-per-view. Hugh Ask defeated El Jaguar. Tigre Salvaje defeated Johnny Perez. I feel like both men truly do have a claim for that Extreme Championship. So, why not have them face each other next week to see who gets to face Carlos Barrera at Welcome to the Coastal Zone? Hugh Ask, Tigre Salvaje, #1 contenders match. That makes 2 #1 contenders matches set for next week. We have a filler match between Onslaught and American Flash, which is still very fucking good because American Flash is very fucking good. Onslaught, not horrible. Onslaught, not horrible. He's not bad. 52. Overall match gets a 66. But yeah, American Flash lost to Seth Whitehead at the pay-per-view because his old pal Masked Cougar ran in and fucked him over. Why would he do such a thing? That's what American Flash wants to know. He demands answers, and he gets it from Fox and Company. I don't have a name for this stable. It's not even an official stable in the database right now. So they're just going to be referred to as Fox and Co. until I can think of something. And they're such cowards, they don't even come to the ring. They just talk from the Tron, where they're essentially like, look, American Flash, yeah, you've been around for a while. But we've been hearing all these rumblings and rumors that, oh, you're the greatest homegrown talent in the company right now. Is that not intentional? Is that not completely intentional? You're the greatest homegrown talent so Troy Tornado just does. Fox Mask doesn't exist. Masked Cougar just doesn't. Donnie J doesn't exist. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? You're the greatest? Get out of here. Masked Cougar teamed with you at the beginning of this year. You two were friends, but you used him. You did nothing but use that man for your own personal gain. Your own personal gain, and you are the biggest problem of why the past is being erased in this company. You are to blame. So, Fox Mask and Company are still completely just fighting this delusional cause of the past being erased, which just is not happening, at least in my opinion, and I'm booking the thing. They're just continuing this fight against newcomers or the new big names in this company, blaming everybody but themselves for why the old generation is not as good as the new one. And then we have one final promo before our main event. We get a message from Gangster Nation, Bullseye and Waylon Walls. It's a quick promo where they're essentially like, yeah, we may have lost at the pay-per-view, but we will not let anybody pigeonhole their way into the tag title picture. These belts are ours. This is still the year of Gangster Nation. We will get our first tag team titles in this year, and we will move hell and high water and take out anybody in our way to get those belts. 40 rated segment right before the main event, where we see Frederique and Frankie Boy Fernandez put on one hell of a match, even though Frederique used his fucking creative control clause on me. Puerto Rican Power, that stupid mark, gave that man creative control clause, but it didn't matter. I just kept him strong, and we still got a nice 77 to end the pay-per-view. One of the most over wrestlers in the independent scene, Frederique. Welcome to COTT, Freedom Caribbean Wrestling. Hopefully, our future partnerships will not be as annoying. But yeah, it goes 19 minutes and 35 seconds, and Frankie Boy Fernandez makes his first defense of the COTT World Heavyweight Championship. And he is once again called out by the same two men from earlier. Pretty much both Frankie Perez and Seth Whitehead are making their same cases. I want a rematch clause, and Seth's going to be like, fuck you. And Sean McFly, essentially, he comes out once again, and he says, look, we've already got 2 #1 contender matches set for next week. Why not make it a crisp 3? Why not knock out 3 birds with 1 stone and get all of our title matches set for Welcome to the Coastal Zone? Frankie Perez, Seth Whitehead, you two will main event next week, and the winner will take on Frankie Boy Fernandez at Welcome to the Coastal Zone. So a blockbuster main event next week's show. Newcomer Seth Whitehead, old guard Frankie Perez, one-on-one. Winner gets Frankie Boy. 68 to end the show, and we get a 68 overall. Pretty decent show. Really good. Main event was incredible. Frederique sucked. He didn't suck. He wasn't great, but he didn't suck. Frankie Boy carry job. What a shocker. But yeah, this is, that concludes the first taping of this episode. So let's get into Coast to Coast episode number 15. All right, good show. I still got energy, and that's good to see. And that's good to see. What episode are we on, guys? Does anybody know? There we go. All right, now we can see our messages again. We are on episode 11. Fucking Christ. I'm uploading on YouTube. Can you guys believe that? I'm uploading on YouTube. Episode 11. Alright. Let's see. Coastal Classics. Classic Coastal? I like that. I like Coastal Class. The Califuries I also love. But I love it in a way that I'm not going to use it. So, let's check on this Kira Lee injury. Frankie Perez, shut the fuck up. 7 days. She can work another day. It's fine. Sorry. Zell's got it worse than you. Alright. I like Coastal Class. I like Coastal Class. I won't make it official for this episode, but I do like Coastal Class, and I want to thank you for that one, Jerome. Alright. Day 2. By the way, I just want you to know, with 3 seconds left in the second period, the fucking Tampa Bay Lightning scored. And I was losing my... If you noticed, I paused. I think in the middle of that Fox Mask promo, I just paused for like a good half second. The fucking Lightning with 3 seconds scored in the second. Alright, so we're gonna open the show with the Extreme Title #1 Contenders match. Hugh Day Ask versus Tigre Salvaje Jr. I see a major future in Tigre. Also, by the way, CLM is not the heel in this feud. He is not the heel in this feud. I will not accept that. No, I can't. I can't. I can't do the tag later. I can't do the tag later. You'll see why, but I can't do the tag later. She's just gonna have to deal with it. It's a mid-card match. It's not a huge deal. So, yeah. But this is gonna open, steal the show, and Tigre Salvaje will win the match and go on to the pay-per-view. So, can they call it? I'm pretty sure Hugh... Oh, man, Tigre is good. Yeah, Hugh can call it. Alright, cool. Open called slow build clean. Tigre Salvaje goes over. And then we have Carlos and Tigre agree to go all out. And what that means is that they're doing a full hardcore match. Not our standard extreme title match where there are no DQs. But, you know, it's like you might get a chair shot or two. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have them say that they're going all out, and that's going to be like our signal to the fans, like, oh, they're going to do a fucking hardcore match. So yeah, that's 2 minutes. It's just going to be Tigre and can Tigre work? Yeah, Tigre. He might be a good promo soon too. Tigre and Carlos. Since it's a mid-card match, have her be... that's a genius idea, Miko. Thank you. Tigre and Hugh are both great wrestlers. I have a different plan for Hugh at the pay-per-view. And I think some of you are gonna love it. But yeah, hype, scripted, save details, and yeah. So welcome to the Coastal Zone's first match is pre-booked. Any type works fine. Do we do barbed wire Japan? No, I think we'll just do a light tube. Is that too extreme for our company? What are these guys at hardcore ratings? Carlos is at a 66. Tigre's probably not that large. And he doesn't have a good hardcore. Fuck. Texas Death? No, just a hardcore. Because if it was Texas Death, I'd say Texas Death. We're also in California. Tigre and Carlos. Alright. For the Extreme title. Alright, cool. Cool beans. Alright, then we're going to have our tag team champions, the Beach Boys, in a match. They're going to take on Altitude and Viento. I might as well make these guys a team as well, Altitude and Viento. At this rate, I have them team a lot. But yeah, Simon Waves goes over. It doesn't matter who takes the fall. Open clean. Just run it. Not for the tag titles. Then we're going to have the Beach Boys cut a promo where the Beach Boys will be watching the next match very closely. They're not going to be at ringside, but they will be watching it closely because it's pretty much determining who they're taking on at the pay-per-view. So yeah, 2 minutes. And character, I don't know, maybe just generic. No, but yeah, while they're going to the back, we get a Zell Quinn promo. Zell refuses to be embarrassed by the Perez 2 times in one night. So 2 minutes for that. It's just gonna be a Zell Quinn promo. Cyclone from above. Ooh, maybe. Frankie off screen. Frankie and Johnny. So he's just like, fuck these guys. They're assholes. I hate them. And they're stupid. That's what he says. Pre-tape, scripted, 2 minutes. And then we get our tag team match. So this one's going to be a little bit of a clusterfuck. So here's what happens. First off, Kira Lee's going to have limited involvement. Or what is this? Yeah, we'll do limited involvement. So here's what happens. The match goes around the 12-minute mark, and Gangster Nation runs out, and they attempt to get the entire match thrown out. That is their plan. Their plan is to run in and get this to end in a sports entertainment finish. However, they fuck it up, and all they do is end up costing Ice. So what happens is Gangster Nation runs out while Malik Cash, we'll do Malik Cash. Let's have Sky Hermosa pin Malik Cash. They run out while Malik Cash has the upper hand and the ref is knocked out. And so what happens is they run out. They, Bullseye hits Malik Cash with a finisher or whatever. And then Kira Lee runs in, throws Bullseye out of the ring right into his tag team partner, wakes up the ref so that Sky Hermosa can quickly hit her finisher and get the 3 count and win. So it's a bit of a convoluted finish, but it's going to build to 2 different matches. So, yeah, Gangster Nation run out, attempt to screw over both teams, get the match thrown out, but they mis-execute the plan, only end up screwing over the Inner City Express. So, yeah. Like I said, bit of a convoluted finish, but it will make sense going forward. And then we'll just have a quick high tornado. The high tornado. I like the word cyclone. I want to use like cyclone in there. I got it. I actually just figured. Cyclone Cycle. That's what we're calling them. Cyclone Cycle. Altitude and Viento. Unit. I don't... Who cares about finishers? Cyclone Cycle. I don't know if I like that either. What is their gimmicks? Jordan McClunsky. Alright. Cyclone Cycle. I kind of like it. We'll leave it. It's fine. Alright. But yeah, so then we're just gonna have ICX and Gangster Nation brawl to the back. Brawl to the back. Just quick ad angle, fighting for 2 minutes. Bullseye, Waylon Walls, Jay Becker, Malik Cash, fighting, yes. Generic works, bang, alright. And then CLM, he comes out, California Love Machine. He calls out Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker no-shows. He is too much of a pussy to show up. This your king? This your king, Miko? Yeah, he just straight up, he doesn't come out. And California Love Machine's like, alright, fine. I overestimated how much of a man you truly were, Heartbreaker. So, if it takes me looking through the depths of hell, I will find you, and we will settle this like men. Storyline development. 2 minutes. Alright. American Flash is going to take on Snapdragon Jr. now. And the whole gimmick is going to be trying to put over Snapdragon Jr. as he's really good, guys. I promise. Those reports of him injuring somebody did not happen. Your king was oh god, a military coup. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Uh-oh. I guess he truly wasn't your king. Black Hole Suns. Oh, maybe. Maybe I like Black Hole. Let's see. Cyclone Cycle wouldn't be a bad finisher. You know what? I'm gonna go with some weird. I like the elevators. I don't like the elevators. Black hole aviation. Maybe? Black hole aviation. Yeah, we're going with that. Black hole aviation. The power of Joshi in anime on your side. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe just aviation. I'm doing this is the shit you guys do not see when I'm booking. Like when I'm pre-booking, this is genuinely how long it takes me to fucking what does aviation even mean? Oh, the flying or operating of an aircraft. Look at that. That's actually even better than I thought. Aviation. I kind of like aviation. Alright. Yeah, just aviation. And then their finish can be the black hole cycle. Alright, yeah. So, then we'll do Snapdragon Jr. Maybe, you know what? I'm sorry. We're gonna take Snapdragon out of this and put Komodo Dragon in there. Snapdragon's getting punished for injuring someone already. But he needs the work more, doesn't he? Dark Cyclone Flight. I don't know. I'm kind of sold on aviation. We're flipping a coin. Alright. Coin game. Alright. Heads for Snapdragon Jr., tails for Komodo Dragon. Okay, Komodo Dragon wins. We are taking this match away from Snapdragon Jr. because he injured somebody. God, I'm just like Tony Khan. Open, all out, clean. So yeah, the story's just gonna be like, we're gonna put over Komodo Dragon big. Just like, you know, this guy might actually be the future. He might be a part of the future. So he's just gonna get a good showcase there. 14-minute match. Then we have the possibly named Coastal class. I'm still gonna call him Fox and Co. for the rest of the stream, just in case I think of something in between the next Coastal Zone streams. Fox and Co. lay out Flash, but it doesn't go well. So they come out. We have 2 minutes. So fuck it. So American Flash on fighting. Just put everybody on fighting, honestly. American Flash, Fox Mask 2, Mask Cougar. So yeah, Fox and company come down. They run. They beat him out, and they're going. They get him on the apron, and they go for that pile driver off the apron that has taken Tony DeWonderful out of action. Tony's been out for at least a month because of that. And then as we're literally name dropping him in the commentary booth, Tony DeWonderful himself returns from injury. He's clearly not 100%. He can't walk properly. He had one hell of a neck injury, but he comes down and he gets the Fox masks to run away out of fear. Tony DeWonderful is back, and he is coming straight for Fox Mask and Company. So we'll give him a surprise. We'll script it. 2 minutes. Tony DeWonderful's back, baby. And it's time for our main event, Seth Whitehead versus Frankie Perez. This is going to go 20 minutes as well. And in the end, going to Welcome to the Coastal Zone will, of course, be Seth Whitehead. However, because there's one little parasite that we just can't get rid of, Frankie Perez is screwed over by none other than Zell Quinn. And he will be kept strong. So, open, called, slow build, clean. Can Seth Whitehead actually call it? No. No, he can't. Open, slow build, clean. Zell Quinn has fucked over Frankie Perez. He said he wouldn't be embarrassed, so he's come out to embarrass him. And yeah. So then we have a Frankie Boy doesn't fear Seth. So he just comes out and he's like, look, we've been doing this for the whole year so far. You think you got what it takes, Seth? Look, I fear you as much as I fear Frankie Perez, as much as I fear American Flash, as much as I fear Masked Cougar, and that is I don't fear you. And Seth Whitehead doesn't say anything. He headbutts him right to the ground and poses with both of his championships. Seth Whitehead does not waste time with words unless he absolutely has to, and this is putting him over in that regard. So serious save details, book segment, Seth Whitehead versus Frankie Boy will be set for the pay-per-view. And that should be everything. Let's look at these. Is Masked Cougar mad at any reason? No, and he's got hot momentum. Do we go for it? Do we just... I mean, it's a near certainty. And if you think about it, we have changed his character. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. It was a success, and now he has even hotter momentum. Look at that. Look at that. It was worth it. It was at... Should I have saved it? Probably. Did I? No. So yeah, let's use this creative idea. Because this is probably gonna need it. Safe bet. Frankie Boy's got a bit of an amble. American Flash is a near certainty and expires for a while from now. This match Cougar one doesn't inspire. Okay. The CLM's gonna expire before the pay-per-view, is it? 21st of May? 29th of April? Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. You can't do anything about it, though. Hurley's got cracked ribs. We've covered that. And in true 64 fashion, I didn't fucking pre-book anything going into the next show. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's at least give Snapdragon Jr. another dark match, though. Let's give Snapdragon over Air Raid Siren. Let's give him a match, at least. Get some more work in for the dude. Yeah, that's good. 95 minutes. 95 minutes. Alright. Alright, we're ready to run it. We're ready to run episode number 15. Let's get it. Alright, kicking off our pre-show, we have Air Raid Siren versus Snapdragon Jr. Just trying to give this dude some more reps in so he doesn't keep hurting people. So yeah, just pre-show match. Nothing really to write home about. Air Raid Siren won in 8 minutes. Top rope leg drop. Rare Air Raid Siren win here tonight. But yeah, kicking off the actual show, we have the number one contenders match, the first of 3. What a good start to the show. The match gets a 63, and going to Welcome to the Coastal Zone to take on Carlos Barrera is none other than Tigre Salvaje Jr. 2 men who are going to be the future of this mid-card. Tigre and Hude Ask. Tigre wins in 14 minutes and 45 seconds with the Salvaje suplex. This was our Steal the Show match. Got the crowd buzzing. Good way to kick things off. Following that, we have Carlos Barrera coming out to confront Tigre. And essentially, while all Extreme title matches are technically no DQ, I have hammered home the point multiple times that, yeah, they're no DQ, but the focus is on the in-ring wrestling. Yeah, you might see a chair shot or two, or you might see a Singapore cane come into play once in a while. But the focus is on the wrestling. However, we're going to establish a pattern here where if the 2 people involved agree to, quote, go all out, which is what happens here. Carlos and Tigre essentially say that neither of them are going to hold anything back. They're going to pull out all the stops since it's Welcome to the Coastal Zone. That is essentially our code for this match is going to be a full-on hardcore match. So we're going to pull out the tacks, maybe not the light tubes, the tables, the ladders, you know, just the crazier shit. So when we say 2 men are going to go all out, that just essentially is going to mean we're going to have a hardcore match at the pay-per-view. Up next, we get our tag team champs in action against the new team of Aviation. I've been teaming up Viento Negro and Altitude quite a lot. So, here we go. Aviation, we went through a lot of possible team names. Way too long of the stream was spent trying to figure out what we would call them. Their finisher is called the Cyclone Cycle. But they didn't even win. So the Beach Boys go over Aviation in 8 minutes and 20 seconds when Simon Waves pinned Viento Negro in with the beach break. And yeah, 53 for that segment, and then we get a quick promo from the tag champs who were just essentially like, hey, we're going to be watching the very next match. It's the California Dreams and ICX versus each other, and we're going to be watching that very closely, so we can't wait to see who wins. They're not going to be at ringside, so yeah, while they're going to the back, we then get a promo from the back from Zell Quinn, who essentially says, Frankie and Johnny made a goddamn fool out of me last show. Last week, they made a goddamn fool out of me, and I'm not going to let that happen. I was embarrassed. I was dumbfounded. I was made to look like a chump. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make them look like chumps. Frankie, Johnny, I hope you're ready. 38 for that promo. We then have our California Dreams versus Inner City Express match, and it's a bit of a clusterfuck. So let me explain. First things first, we gave limited involvement to Kira Lee. Thank you, Karusa Yomiko, in the chat for that idea, since she is injured. She will be good. She will be 100% for the next tapings. Yeah, so we gave her limited involvement. So Sky Hermosa did most of this match. However, the way this match ends, at around the 12-minute mark, the ref goes down. And that is when Gangster Nation runs out to the ring. While the ref goes down, Malik Cash has the upper hand on Sky Hermosa. And the Gangster Nation, they run to the ring. They take out, Waylon Walls takes out Jay Becker at ringside. Bullseye gets into the ring, hits Malik Cash with his finisher. And as he's going for Sky Hermosa, Kira Lee runs into the ring, manages to throw Malik Cash out of the ring, right into his tag team partner, taking both of them out, before waking up the referee for Sky Hermosa to hit the Dream Drop on Malik Cash and get the victory. So Gangster Nation on the last show said that they will not allow anybody to pigeonhole their way into the tag division. So their game plan here was to get the match thrown out, but they fucked it up. They fucked it up. Actually, they didn't fuck it up as much as the California Dreams were able to counter this attack and get themselves the victory here. Was it a hugely decisive victory? No, it was not. But they are still the winners tonight. And the Inner City Express and the Gangster Nation, they are fucking heated at each other. They brawl to the back to end this whole segment. Just two teams, for obvious reasons why ICX started this fight. And yeah, so they brawl to the back. Following that, we have the California Love Machine coming out to the ring. And he calls out Heartbreaker. And he says, Heartbreaker, look, we can do this game of me constantly running backstage, laying you out, making you the fool that everybody sees you as. But you know what? Let's settle this like the goddamn professionals we are. We're professional wrestlers. Let's be professionals. Heartbreaker, get your ass out here and let's settle this. And he waits for a few minutes. Maybe not a few minutes. He waits a good 45 seconds and nothing. Heartbreaker never comes out. And California Love Machine, he says, look, well, I'm sorry, Heartbreaker. I'm sorry I gave you more credit than you apparently fucking deserve. So, how about this? If you're not gonna face me like a goddamn wrestler, then I will move hell and earth. If I have to search through the depths of hell to find you, that's what I will do, and we will settle this. So, Heartbreaker, be on the lookout, because I'm fucking coming. 49 for that segment. We then have our semi-main, Komodo Dragon versus American Flash. 47 overall match. Both men were really off their game. I do not care. The whole point of this match is to give Komodo Dragon a good bit. Not like he takes about 40% of the match. And the whole time, commentary were putting him over. Like, man, this newcomer, he comes out and he's just fucking, look at this. He's going toe-to-toe with American Flash. Obviously, though, he is a newcomer. He does not beat American Flash. American Flash gets the victory in 11:51 with the high-velocity senton, but a very impressive performance here by Komodo Dragon. But you know who wasn't impressed? That would be Fox Mask and Company, who are most certainly not impressed. And they come out and they jump American Flash. They beat him down, and they get him on the apron, and they get him set up for that pile driver off the apron. Mask Cougar has him ready for that pile driver that took out Tony DeWonderful. We haven't seen Tony DeWonderful since. They gave him a pile driver off the apron to the ground. He's been out, but as the commentary team is making note of him, he shows up. Tony DeWonderful is back. He comes, he's clearly not 100%. He can't walk perfectly. Whatever they did to his neck, they did some damage. He comes out, but that's still enough for Fox, Mask 1, 2, and Mask Cougar to all flee. Tony DeWonderful is back, and he is not allowing Fox and Company to get away with what they did. He is going to war alongside American Flash. And it's time for our main event. Winner gets Frankie Boy Fernandez at the pay-per-view. Coastal Zone Championship #1 contenders match. Seth Whitehead, Frankie Perez. And in 20 minutes and 8 seconds, it is Seth Whitehead defeating Frankie Perez as Zell Quinn runs in, takes out Frankie Perez, costs him the match. Zell Quinn said that he was embarrassed last week and he will embarrass the Perez brothers. Well, here it is. The ultimate revenge for Frankie Perez. Zell Quinn screws him out of a rematch for the Coastal Zone Championship. Seth Whitehead will be going to Welcome to the Coastal Zone to challenge for the world title. 74 rated segment. Beautiful. They have great chemistry. That's fucking amazing. That's actually amazing. Seth Whitehead was off his game. He still got a 60. Whatever. Next segment, we close off the show with another beautiful angle as well, as Frankie Boy Fernandez comes face to face with his future challenger, and he essentially says, Seth, I know you're new around here, so I don't know if you've been seeing, but this whole year, people have come up to me. Mask Cougar, American Flash, Frankie Perez, they've all stepped to me, and they've all fucking fallen. So I don't know why you think you're different, but you're not. You're gonna fall just like the rest of them. And Seth Whitehead, he looks to the side, he doesn't say a word, and he just headbutts Frankie Boy Fernandez off his feet, falls on his ass, and he holds up. Seth Whitehead then picks up both of his titles, holds them up high, and just drops them to the ground. Seth Whitehead only uses his words when he absolutely has to, and he schools Frankie Boy Fernandez, our current champion. He puts him in his place to end the show. 68 overall show. Good to see. Beautiful stuff. We finished the show. How did we do? I know. Yeah, we lost $9,000, but we're going to make no money in broadcast revenue? I'm sorry? Right, because it has... Oh my god, I almost gave myself a heart attack. That's right, because this taping was on Sunday. Okay, fine. Oh, it hasn't aired yet. It's airing tomorrow. So, we'll get our money tomorrow. No need to worry. I always forget. I always forget when I have to do a Sunday taping, and it freaks me out every time. God. Incel's new theme song is Nuki. I don't know that song. I actually don't know that song. Alright, cool. Green Dime, sure. Ed James? I don't know who Ed James is. Oh, yeah, we're signing Joanna Silver, by the way. So just trust me with that. Oh, yeah, I gotta make Coast to Coast 3 tapings. And we're gonna be bringing in Cheetah Boy for the next tapings. So, Nuki by Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I never got into Limp Bizkit, so that's probably why I don't know that song. But if it's a Limp Bizkit song, I can imagine the incels coming out to it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's have on Monday, tape 3 shows at a time. Okay, and our next taping should be in 2 weeks, correct? We should have no more tapings for the rest of the month. Frankie probably won't. Yeah, he won't be interfering. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's 3 tapings on the next episode, guys. Frederique, thank you. Thank you. You did have a good performance. I'm sorry that you were such a prick, but you had a good performance there. Good performance there. Yeah, alright, cool. Cool. I think good way to kick off the show. Let me fucking change Snapdragon Jr. out of my pre-booking page. Komodo Dragon took his place. Alright. You know what? While we're simming, I do want to... Oh, hold up. How much money do we make from that? Oh, beautiful. Alright. Thank you. I do want to give you guys a... Maybe it's... I don't know. It's, let me pull it up on my other monitor. So, I planned originally... I wanted to stream last night. However... a YouTuber that I watch very frequently. He does a lot of reviews, and yeah, please don't fucking play that out loud. He does a lot of reviews, and that's his main bread and butter, is like reviewing Dynamite, talking about the news and all that shit. I find him really funny and enjoyable to watch, and I don't really get my news from anywhere else. So, I have been pestering him in the live chats, because he will stream frequently, just talking about, you know, wrestling, and, I have been pestering him as a joke for the past, like, 3 months to play TEW, and he finally did it, and, yeah, he invited me on stream with him, so if you want to see a guy who's never played TEW or even seen it before, play the game, and we fuck around with it. We fuck around with AEW. Here's the link to that. His name is Mr. Warren Hayes. He is I love his shit. I genuinely do. I think if you just... He reviews AEW a lot. He reviews a lot of New Japan pay-per-views, Stardom pay-per-views. He just reviews what he wants to review. And, yeah. So, just shout out to him, I guess, for inviting me on the stream. So, that was fun. Oh my god, it was just GSW. Thank fucking god. Oh my lord. But yeah, so that's what I was doing yesterday. So, yeah. Is Rogue staying with SWF? He is. He is, in fact. That's a shame. I would have liked him. I would have liked Rogue. Cool. Yeah, Duplicate. Duplicate's pretty cool. Alright. Hey, remember when I was like, hey, I'm actually pretty awake after that full Xanax. Ooh, we might be pulling out the pre-workout soon. I also didn't eat dinner, and it is now 9:15 where I am. So that's great. That's beautiful. I don't have any snacks in the house either. I don't eat snacks. I'm a tax man. Angus McMiller. Oh. Alright. We got a lot of simming. We got 9 more days. Do you think we have the money for all this? Because what do we need? Professional. Because it's fucking RIPW. Yeah, go grab your energy drink. We got nothing. We got a good bit of simming for the next next 10 minutes. Oh, I should have eaten. Why didn't I eat food? All right, the Blackhawks game is still 2-3. Oh fuck. Ooh. Ooh, do we give him another shot? I brought him in for BCG and nothing good happened. He's getting shortlisted for sure. He's getting shortlisted for sure. I gotta make notes for the intros I make. For the condensed videos. Fits the incels perfectly. The song? Or what does? Oh, you're fucking joking. The Lightning have a power play? Oh, the Lightning have a fucking power play? Oh, you posted in the chat. Okay. I see. Unfortunately, I do not want to play that on stream because they will mute the whole stream. So I will listen to that when I'm done. I would like Soul Taker also. Can we have Soul Taker? Okay. There's fucking guys. There's 2 minutes left. And the Lightning have a fucking power play. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's going on, Chandler? I'm a little stressed. Well, he's the booker. He's not going anywhere. Okay. It's already the season finale, yeah. I mean, in name only. Or I mean, I'm not really doing seasons anymore with my series, so it's already time. I mean, when the season finale happens in May. It's kinda fucking. Alright. Did my lo-fi did not mute. Alright. What was I doing? This fucking power plays got me all screwed up. Alright. Alright. Let's calm down. Calm down and relax. We will debut of the Coastal class this week. No, just for this. How do they have a fucking? Oh my god, they have an empty net power play. Are you shitting me? It's 6-on-4 right now. Fucking kill me. Oh Christ. No, just until I have an image, until I have like a stable image, there will be no official name. But Coastal class is a very high possibility. Coastal class or Coastal classics or something with like classics is a very high possibility. It's a very good name. But I don't want anything until I have a nothing's official until I have a image for it. Axis Jr. Coastal Zone going towards punk rock lucha will really kickstart the West Coast War. Yeah? Yes, it is. Yes, it could. Oh my god. There's a minute left. There's a minute left on the Lightning's power play. Alright. Men of Steel being split up. Who could fucking care? Like, genuinely, please explain to me somebody who could care. Not when the Blackhawks are a minute away from winning a fucking hockey game. And they're on a 6-on-4 penalty kill. GSW fucking sucks. Yeah, they just signed Carlos too. So now I gotta... I don't think he'll pick GSW over us, but... Yeah. Fuck. I don't know if I've ever had a save with either GSW or IPW. I've definitely signed a bunch of their people in other saves. I don't know if I've ever actually hired them. I think after Welcome to the Coastal Zone, I'm going to upgrade my, Puerto Rican Power brings in a Hitman. There's going to be no legs. There's just, that was just to fucking have an announcement that FCW's joined COT. There's no, maybe Mutant. The problem with Mutant is that he's not over in the Southwest, so he can't do a long match. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying about IPW or GSW, so hopefully I finished my thought. I have nothing against them. I have nothing against... Fuck, the Lightning scored! God damn it! God damn it! There were 40 fucking seconds left in the game. God damn it! Are you fucking kidding me? Is Tommy Cornell on hiatus on both of my saves? Handsome Stranger's retired. There's no legs to the FCW storyline. It's just a one-off thing. Rogue went to the Fed. You know what sucks? The classic mainstream Puroresu product. Let's look at it. Let's see. Expect important matches to be quite lengthy. Technical Master. Oh, okay, Maximum. Steal the Show and Technical Master class. That's gonna be annoying. Gonna be honest. Doesn't look that much different to me. Maybe it's because I'm just used to the BCG product and it's very similar to the BCG product. But whatever I have for 5SSW, I think it's Fast and Furious. That product is fucking great, dude. The 5SSW product rules. It actually rules. Royal/Exodus Puro all the way. Yeah, go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They got another fucking power play. They're gonna go into overtime in the fucking power play. Can we win one fucking game? Just one fucking game, man. Is Ricky the Colt going to the Fed too? Are we doing that also? Boat Hog Test of Prophecies. Look at you. That's a great show. Megumi broke her wrist. This is just horrible. This is horrible. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. It is because I burped, but... You know? She's like, why can't the Chicago Blackhawks do a fucking thing? Fast, Furious, and Deadly is better on steroids. Like, if the wrestlers are on steroids? No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Fuck, so yeah, we got 3 tapings to finish off the build. You imagine the Joshi wrestlers getting on steroids? You imagine that? What would Mayu Iwatani look like? Oh, we're already in May. Fuck. Made $43,000. I think we might be good for production values to go up. Let's go. 64 underscore CZCW underscore 5 or no 2022.05. There we go. God, it's already pre-workout time, guys. I knew it. I knew I was gonna need pre-workout. Alright. Oh, it's miserable. She would be the Nicole Bass from the East. Yeah, well, okay. Just because she's taking steroids doesn't mean she can't wrestle. Who would be the Nicole Bass? That would be Bozilla. Bozilla might actually be... No, I don't think she's on actual steroids. Get rid of you. Put one for June. What happened on Freedom Fight? Jamie, Quinn, and Melody got a fucking 88 balls. Alright. So, the Lightning have a 4-on-3 power play in overtime. Not good. What happened? What? They fell down to medium. Get over it, man. God, it's like if one small thing happens to TCW, everybody gives a shit. But fucking Coastal Zone could have, like, their ring explode and nothing will get reported. It's the bias. It's the bias in the media of TEW that gets me. The Lost Generation. Oh, it's just Pride. Okay. Guys, fuck. EILL picked a better name for our fucking Foxmask company. Or our Foxmask group. God damn, that's a beautiful name. Fuck, man. The Lost Generation. Oh my god. CZCW's ring gets... Oh, it's Celebrity. Ring gets delivered to the wrong... We'll see. Let's hope not. Let's fucking hope not. I think we can just up our production, right? Like, I think we'll be fine. Let's go for it. Oh, God, we gotta do another one. Oh, and then fucking Lightning won. God damn it. There it is. Fuck you. God damn it. Do I do it again? 10,000 a month. I think we'll keep it at these 3. We'll keep... We'll do Horny Pirate. Because that is her gimmick. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it here. And if we're still making decent money, then I'll upgrade it again. I'll upgrade it again after this month. The Lost Generation are just millennials. Probably. Honestly, probably. What is... No, they're not the ones with the fucking X. No, that's Gen X. Are Gen X the ones that are always like Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem? ELO mostly hits with their stable names, and it's always the most random fuckers on the roster. True. Give this man a true. Alright, what do I got? I got main eventing. How many am I gonna need? I don't think I'll need that one to hit. I think... Oh, did we lose the California? We did. We fucking did. Oh, that fucking blows. Oh, man. Okay. We might just have to go all in. We're going to have to go all in on finishes this time around. If we get 3 in a row, then we start doing other shit. But we got to... Okay, well, there's one. I'll go 2. Alright, beautiful. We're just going to need finishes for this one. A Seth Whitehead bit of a gamble. That's worth keeping. Alright. Big gamble. No. Fuck. Alright, we didn't hit on all of them. Come on, at least give me 2. Fuck you all. Go fuck all of yourselves. Greg Slochinski does love TCW. He is a mark for that. Oh, okay. Fuck. I really needed these fucking finishes, man. I might... Oh, fuck. Which one do I do it on? Probably gotta save it for the very last show. I gotta save it. Look at that. Look at them go. Look at that. Who are you? Blue Dragon? Do I have a squash match? Can I use you? I'll use you if I can. Let's see. I do have a squash match, but I'm also not using Swipe Romero otherwise. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Training. Cry about it. Quincy Jargon and Frankie Boy are besties. Air Raid Siren's great. Pee-wee Jermaine. Thank you, Pee-wee. Thank you, Pee-wee. Can we... No. Nope, alright, team bonding. Alright, well, fuck you, Fox Mask. What did I expect? Why did I expect something different? Alright. One of the biggest Tom Nakano marks I know admitted today that our matches are too formulaic in the Fighting Spirit New Japan style. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. She's not bad by any means. She's still, like, one of the best women's wrestlers in the world today. But, like, she doesn't do a lot for me, you know? Alright, so we're gonna kick things off with a Frankie versus Seth face-to-face. And, you know what? No. Seth wants everything. And he's like, look, I came to this company, and I said I was going to take it over, and that's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to take everything you're worth. Frankie boy, I want your world title, and I want your COTT title. So next week, anybody in Freedom Caribbean, in Mid-Atlantic, in IPW, NYCW, anyone that can hear me, come and face me next week. If you want a title shot for the COTT title shot, come on and face me. Winner gets the winner gets a COTT title shot. So that's how we're gonna bring in Cheetah Boy. Cheetah Boy's gonna answer the call, essentially. But yeah, that's how it is. Seth Whitehead wants everything. This is how we're gonna do it. All right. We then have the Tony the Wonderful return match. He got mad when you said Sayaka Karawa is better than Yuzuki. I mean, like, you're not wrong. Was he mad that you were right? Sorry. Never apologize for being correct. Blue Dragon Jr. versus Snapdragon Jr. I can just put Snapdragon on the pre-show. I don't need to bring in somebody else to do that. Alright. Oh, not a tainted. What the fuck are you doing? Open clean. Tony the Wonderful's return match. He wins. So Tony is still in bad pain, but beating up Fox and Co. is worth it. So yeah, just essentially like, yeah, I got a pretty bad stinger in my neck. Doctors have cleared me, but they say it's not the best idea. I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna sit on my ass backstage letting Fox Mask and his stupid fucking proteges do whatever they want to this company. If he wants to do that shit again, they're gonna have to go through me. I'm going to hell, against them, pretty much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Intimidation it is. Yeah, serious work, scripted, cool book segment. And then we get a promo by Gangster Nation. Gang Nation didn't mean to fuck over ICX, but if they wanna fight, they will fight. They're like, look, our plan was to get the match thrown out. It wasn't personal, but if Jay Becker and Malik Cash want to fucking throw hands, then they can throw fucking hands. Meet us at the pay-per-view, 2v2, come at us, pretty much. Tony doesn't seem very wonderful. He is an angel. He's actually an angel. It's actually unbelievable how wonderful the man is. But yeah, that's our second match pre-book. ICX versus Gangster Nation will be happening at Welcome to the Coastal Zone. Alright. Boom. Pre-book. Up next, we have another team up between Thunderstruck and Luis and El Jaguar. Alright. This one's going 12 minutes as well. I think Luis got the win last time, so El Jaguar can win this one. Amy St. James loses. Open clean. Book segment. We then cut backstage where we see Hugh Day Ask has lost his confidence. So Hugh Day Ask, he's sulking. He's feeling dejected. He's once again failed in his solo, in his career. He's feeling upset. This is the second time. The Extreme Championship was right in his fingertips, and he let it slip. And then, this is where we debut Joanna Silver. The Pirate of the Men's Pants is her nickname. Former stripper from New York who we're bringing in full-time. And essentially, he's feeling dejected, and then his girlfriend comes out, and he's like, Joanna, baby, what are you doing here? And she's just like, Hugh, I'm not going to let you sit around and feel sorry for yourself. How can a man with a dick that big feel sorry for himself? And he's like, whoa, you think it's big? And she's like, I'm no longer gonna sit back and let my boyfriend just do whatever he wants and fucking I'm sick of just working the East Coast away from my boyfriend, not hanging out with him. So I'm coming to Coastal Zone full time to have a run alongside him. So Joanna Silver will be the kayfabe boyfriend of Hugh Dayask, getting his confidence back up, and they're gonna be doing some stuff. Not that kind of stuff, but yeah, surprise, Joanna Silver is here in CZCW. So we cut to a different area of the backstage where both Frankie Perez and California Love Machine are looking for their respective rivals. Frankie Perez looking for Zelquin, California Love Machine looking for Heartbreaker. There's a bit of an awkwardness because, you know, they're not the best of friends, I would say, but there's no real ill will after the feud between Going Coastal and the SoCal Savages. And they're both looking for their rivals, and they look at each other, and then they look to the side, and they realize that they are right in front of Sean McFly's office. And that's just where the angle ends. That's just where the angle ends. Perez and CLM are looking and searching. 2 minutes, I guess. Yeah, 2 minutes. Serios, or tease, maybe foreshadowing would make the most sense. Improvise can stay. Right, we then have the Inner City Express versus the Apex Twins. ICX, Apex. Boom, save. This one's going 14. Malik Cash can get the victory. Open, clean. Even watched the original Mortal Kombat movie earlier today. Is that good? I don't know if it's good, but I have heard that video game movies are not the best. So if that's an anomaly, good. ICX tell Gang Nation to bring it on. They do not fear them. Jay Becker, Malik Cash know they're better. They think they're better. They say they know they're better. And they're like, look, we've been tag champs before. You haven't. We don't fear you. We'll take you on at the pay-per-view happily. So then we cut to Sean McFly's office. Sean McFly gives the faces what they want. And he says, look, both Frankie Perez and California Love Machine here have made a pretty interesting case as to why they both should get matches against their rivals. And I see no reason why we can't have a fun little tag match next week. Heartbreaker and Zelquin team up quite a bit. Let's have a fresh team. Them take on California Love Machine and Frankie Perez. And if they want to keep their jobs, they better show up. So there we go. Tag match set for next week. Sean McFly, Frankie Perez, California Love Machine. Script this quick backstage pre-taped tease. Book segment. Alright. Our semi-main's going to be a Johnny Perez squash match. Cillian Catsby, Johnny Perez, exclude already booked. 13 minutes. Johnny goes over. Open, clean, pre-book. Yeah, we get a promo by Fox Mask. Fox Mask gives FM2 his biggest test yet. And Fox Mask 2 says, look, or no, Fox Mask says to his protege, Fox number 2, he's like, I've trained you, I've built you up, I've created you, now's your chance. Tony DeWonderful is trying to erase your mentor, he's trying to erase Mash Cougar, he's trying to make everyone forget about us. So now is your chance, Fox Mask 2, at the pay-per-view. You versus Tony DeWonderful. Put him out for good, please. This is your, this is your big test. Everything you've been training for is for this moment. 2 minutes, outside broadcast, pre-tape, scripted, hype. Use bit of a gamble on the Johnny Perez win. No, I'll save it. I'll save it for the final show. I've got a different match I want to use it on. Alright. Alright, so then our main event is going to be a 3v3 between the California Dreams and the Tigre Salvaje versus the Beach Boys and Carlos, champions versus challengers. This is gonna go 23 minutes. I hope it can. Not Carlos Barrera does not go over. Tigre goes over. Chet Chavez can take the pin. We will keep the champion strong. Open, slow build, clean, book segment. Tigre's being used too much on the show. Oh, I'm gonna fucking hang myself. Alright. Fuck, I really needed 2 creative finishes. Fucking, it's whatever. Alright. Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa, are they both? Oh, fuck, they're both only wrecking. We're just gonna have to deal with it. No, we're just gonna have to deal with the penalty. It is what it is. We're just having to deal with the penalty. Cut a minute from you. Let me change this in my notes. Alright, or else I'm gonna fucking do it wrong. 23. Alright. So, after the California Dreams win, they are then Jaguar and Luis are not impressed. So after the California Dreams and Tigre Salvaje win, the California Dreams and the tag champs are doing a stare down when El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. come out and they're like, look, with all due respect, California Dreams, you didn't really do anything. I mean, yeah, you beat ICX, but would you have if Gangster Nation didn't run out? You're only into this position because that they fucked everything up. And the California Dreams are like, you know what? Fine. If you don't think we're worthy, then why don't you do something about it next week? Us versus you. And El Jaguar and Luis are like, yeah, look, this is now what? We've won on 2 different shows in the past 3 episodes. We'll happily take those odds. We will happily take you 2 on. For a chance for us to get some tag title matches. So Kira Lee, Sky Hermosa, Chet Chavez can be background. Simon Waves can be background. Fucking type, please. 64 Luis and El Jaguar. Alright. Hype works fine. Scripted. Save details. And that's how we end the show. That is how we end the show. We're going to get a couple matches. We've pre-booked now this match as well. Fox Mass 2 versus Tony DeWonderful is happening at the pay-per-view. That's going to be our opener. And we've also done ICX and Gangster Nation. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, we've had nothing pre-booked. Let's just run the show. Alright, so we kick off the show with Frankie Boy and Seth Whitehead. Main event of the pay-per-view. Face-to-face. They start going back and forth, and just the point of this promo was Seth Whitehead. He says, look, Frankie, I came to CZCW, and one of the first things I said was that I'm here to take over. I'm here to take everything that this company has to offer. And the Coastal Zone Championship, I want it so bad. But that is not everything that you have to offer. You also have that COTT World Heavyweight Championship. And then he turns to the camera and he says, anybody listening right now, if you work for Mid-Atlantic, Freedom Caribbean, New York, or IPW, I don't care. You want a shot at Frankie Boy's COTT World Championship? Meet me in the ring next week And if you can beat me, you will get a COTT championship match. And if I win, Frankie, you got to put up your belt against me as well. Because you can try to fight it. But I've already talked to the COTT board. And they want you to defend that belt at least once this month. So I'm making a challenge to anybody in COT to face me next week. Winner gets a world title match for COT. 67 to open the show. Bit convoluted. However, we're going to have somebody from COTT take on Seth Whitehead next week. And we kick off our show with the Tony DeWonderful return match. His first match back. And even though he is not 100%, he is still 100% based. And he wins in 10 minutes and 20 seconds after hitting Swipe Romero with the Lariat clothesline. Overall match got a 53. Pretty good stuff. And he cuts a promo. Real quick promo where he just says, yeah, I still have a lot of pain in my nervous system. That pile driver from the apron onto the ground was no joke. Alright? It fucked up my neck, it's fucked up my back, and it's fucked up my leg. It's fucked up a lot of my nerves. But you know what's more fucked up is the fact that they're trying to do it again. Alright? They're trying to do that to American Flash, one of the biggest and best names that this company has right now. And these petty motherfuckers are trying to do that again. And I don't care how much pain that I am in. I will not let them do that to anyone else ever again. Alright? Fox Mask, Mask Cougar, Fox Mask 2. I don't give a shit who's in my way. I'm mowing through all of you motherfuckers. Tony DeWonderful is taking names and kicking ass, and he's got neither, so he's taking names and kicking ass. After that, we cut to the back, where Gangster Nation explain what happened, which is essentially like, look, Inner City Express, it's nothing personal. We went out there with the goal of getting the match thrown out because neither of you fucking nerds, neither of you four, none of you have earned shit. None of you deserve that title match more than us. But after that match, you couldn't tell that it was just business, and you wanted to come and brawl with us. You wanted to scrap with us all the way to the back. You know what? Go right ahead. That wasn't our plan, but if you want to go to war, let's go to fucking war. We'll face you guys at Welcome to the Coastal Zone, and we'll show you just who you're messing with. We'll show you and the whole company that nobody in this division deserves those titles more than Gangster Nation. 36 for that match. We then have Luis and El Jaguar teaming up once again. El Jaguar with a much better performance now that he is not off his game. Ellie DeGrazia, also really good performance. But the weird combo of El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. get the victory once again in 9:49 when El Jaguar hit the Jaguar suplex, pinned Amy St. James. Good little mid-card match here. And we cut backstage to see Hugh Day-Ask. He's in the back and he's feeling dejected. He's talking to the camera. He's saying straight up, this is the third, fourth time this year so far. I've had a chance to win a singles title and I fucking failed. And it's fucking frustrating. I'm not giving up or anything, but and then he looks off to the side and he's like, "Baby, what are you doing here?" And from out of screen, Joanna Silver, an independent wrestler, former stripper, turned pro wrestler. She calls herself the Pirate of the Men's Pants. She is here, and her gimmick in Coastal Zone is going to be that she is the kayfabe boyfriend of Hugh Day-Ask. And Joanna comes out, and she says, "Hugh, I'm not going to let someone with a dick that big be as disappointed and sad as you. How can you be that upset when your cock is that massive?" And Huey's like, you think it's big? And she's like, "I know it's big. You know what's bigger is the fight in that man. I'm sick of working the East Coast, doing stuff in and out of the wrestling business. I'm sick of being so far away from my boyfriend that I've come here. I've come to the Coastal Zone full time, and we're going to be running back to back, ass to ass, whatever you want. We are going to take over." And Hugh Day-Ask, he went from sulking and now he's completely re-energized. Getting a compliment like that would make any guy fucking excited. So Hugh Day-Ask is ready to go, and he has his girlfriend alongside with him for the ride. And we cut to a different part of the backstage where both Frankie Perez and California Love Machine are looking for their respective rivals. Frankie's looking for Zell, Callie's looking for Heartbreaker. They look at each other. There's a little bit of tension. There was a short going Coastal versus SoCal Savages feud, but that was a more Frankie versus Frankie feud. Look, California doesn't have any ill will towards Frankie, and Frankie doesn't really have any ill will towards Callie. So they look at each other, and they're like, Callie's like, you seen Heartbreaker? He's like, no. You seen Zell? No. And they're like, fuck. And then they look to their side, and they notice they are right in front of Sean McFly's office. And they're like, they look at each other, and then they nod, and then they go into his office. And that's when the segment ends. 60 rated segment for that. We cut to the ring to see the Inner City Express take on the Apex Twins and get the victory in 11 minutes and 40 seconds when Malik Cash pinned Robbie Apex with the rocket launcher. 53 rated segment, decent little match. Jay Becker, pretty good here. And afterwards, ICX essentially just second what Gangster Nation say, and they're like, yeah, no. We're better, pretty much. You want to go, just exact same thing. We'll face you at Welcome to the Coastal Zone. We're the better team. Really nothing to it. Just ICX accepting the challenge, pretty much. We then cut to Sean McFly's office, where he makes a ruling, and he says, look, California and Frankie here have made a pretty good argument as to why they should be the one. They had a really good idea that they should take on Zell Quinn and Heartbreaker in a tag match. And I have no problem teaming up Frankie Perez and California Love Machine for the first time ever. So Zell, Heartbreaker, you guys got a match next week. And let's just say, if you want to continue to be employed and get work, you better show up. So main eventing next week's, I think it's main eventing. Yeah, main eventing next week's Coast to Coast will be the first time ever team up of Frankie Perez and California Love Machine. They were feuding earlier in the year, and now they're teaming up. The enemy of my enemy, the enemy of my enemy's friend is my friend. Kind of, I guess. That's what we're doing. 54 for that segment. We then have a semi-main squash match. Johnny Perez, Cillian Catsby did fucking horrible. Got a 39. That's upsetting to see. Johnny Perez won in 10:53 by pinfall with the triple jump tornado DDT. Not a great match. Crowd's still hot, so that's all that matters. And right before our main event can commence, we cut to whatever room Fox Mask has been cutting these promos from, and he's talking right to his protege, and he says, Fox 2, this is what we've been training for, alright? I've gotten you this far. Now it's time you return the favor. Tony DeWonderful is one of the key culprits. Him, American Flash, and so many others are trying to erase your mentor, trying to erase the past. And I know how much you care about this company. So here's your first big test. And welcome to the Coastal Zone, up front of the biggest crowd you'll probably see for a while. We need you to take out Tony DeWonderful. And Fox Mask looks right at his mentor, and he just says, you can count on me, Fox. And he salutes, and and that's it. And it's time for our main event, a 3v3 between the California Dreams and Tigre Salvaje Jr. Versus the Beach Boys and Carlos Barrera. Challengers versus champions. Got a good rating, 63 here. Carlos Barrera is fucking incredible. However, it is Tigre Salvaje Jr. getting the victory here, defeating Chet Chavez with the Salvaje suplex. California Dreams barely squeaking out with the victory. From last week's match, there was a whole clusterfuck, and that clusterfuck will not be ignored, as after the match, the California Dreams attempt to call their shot for the tag titles. However, the team of El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. protest this. And they say, look, for the past couple shows, we've been coming to the shows and we've been winning as a tag team. And we, as well as the Beach Boys, who also are kind of not impressed by the California Dreams victory, El Jaguar and Luis say, look, the only reason you're even in this spot is because you were able to get lucky and outsmart Gangster Nation from trying to screw you over. You didn't win this legitimately. We're not saying you're not worthy, but we're just saying we haven't seen it yet. So if you want to prove to us and to those tag champs that you've got what it takes, how about you face us next week? 2v2. If you want to prove what's worth, and that's what gets set up. Not main eventing, but El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. versus Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa. I mean, technically, Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa still won the #1 contenders match, but if El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. can win that match, then, I mean, who's to say what happens going forward? But that is a terrible angle. Very bad angle to end the show. But the overall show did pretty well. I got a 63. Good show. I'm really happy with the main event. It really overachieved what I thought it would do. So, you know, maybe not the worst possible way to end Coast to Coast number 16. Alright, look at that. Fucking look at that. Alright, I am gonna hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Look at this. Look at what I have. Look at that. So now if anybody pops in, they can see that I'll be right back. But yeah, I'm about to piss myself, so just give me a minute or two. I'll be right back. Is that supposed to be funny? Just like the Blackhawk 60 just taking the piss? Alright. You know, at least when I shoot for the toilet bowl, I don't fucking miss. Alright, I also got some rice cakes because, like I said, I didn't eat dinner. I haven't eaten a proper meal since like 1 p.m. So I was getting lightheaded. So I will be snacking on these. So I'm sorry. Alright. Let me finish chewing before I fucking talk. Alright. Yeah, look at me. I do not miss the toilet bowl. Thank you. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to kick things off immediately with the Seth Whitehead COTT Open Challenge. Facing Seth for the COTT contendership. And obviously you guys know who already because I brought him in. It will be Cheetah Boy. Cheetah Boy will be here. He answers the open challenge. 2 minutes, surprise, scripted, save details. And yes, Seth Whitehead versus Cheetah Boy is, is this the go-home show? No, we actually have a block of 3, this time around. So we have one more show after this, because it's a 5-week build. So yeah, Seth Whitehead versus boom, boom, boom. And then that will be cool for the YouTube viewers. Alright. Add to booking sheet. This is going to go 14 minutes. Seth Whitehead, steal the show. Open, clean, book segment. Alright. Alright. We have another confrontation. Gets his headbutt back. So, Frankie Boy, he comes out for another confrontation. But just like the first time they met, someone gets headbutted to the ground. This time it's Frankie Boy. He gets his little headbutt revenge back. And yeah, so double title match set for the main event of Welcome to the Coastal Zone. That's why I didn't pre-book it yet, because I wanted that to be official before we did anything. So, yeah, character development, improvise works. Alright. I'm kind of taking a risk here, because Seth is most certainly not one. Oh my god, he's already a star. Never mind, I'm no longer taking a risk. I'm no longer taking a risk. He was a recognizable when I signed him, and now he's already a star. Nobody can say I'm not good at pushing Seth Whitehead. So yeah, alright. And then we have a quick promo. CLM and Frankie P will put their differences aside. So essentially they're like, look, you really hate my friend, and I don't fuck with that. However, tonight is not about that. Tonight is us finally getting our fucking revenge on 2 little shits. And Frankie Perez is like, I couldn't agree more. So any grudges that we have, let's fucking keep them out of this match. Seth is the Coastal Zone Messiah. He kind of looks like Monday Night Messiah Seth, doesn't he? Damn. That's actually fucking crazy. He kind of does. Alright, we're doing Tony the Wonderful versus Air Raid Siren. Alright, boom. 10 minutes. Sorry, I need another fucking piece of my rice cake. Alright, 10 minutes. Tony goes over. Open, clean, book segment. Alright. So, Fox Mask 2. Let's just do a quick ad angle. 2 minutes. Brawl. Fox Mask 2. Tony the Wonderful and American Flash. You are not American Flash. So, what happens is Fox Mask 2 attempts to jump Tony the Wonderful. American Flash makes the save. and he throws him out of the ring. He throws Foxmask 2 out of the ring. And he essentially is like, look, Mash Cougar, you can send your cronies, you can do whatever you want, but you still fucked with me. And now you're fucking with the only man that's helping me right now. So now that he helped me, I will always have his back. Mash Cougar, stop being a little bitch and meet me at the pay-per-view. Pretty much. Foxmask 2 ambush. Yes. So, cool, generic. So, yeah, semi-main of the pay-per-view will be Mash Cougar and American Flash. Rematch from that one coast to coast. That's not an angle. There we go. Alright, so Heartbreaker talks like a Redditor again. Alright. Heartbreaker, baby. You got this, bud. I trust you. I trust you. I dare you guys to defend him after this one. Alright. We are then going to debut our new team. PROMICSCOU. No, UOUS. The Promiscuous Pillagers, Huday Ask and Joanna Silver. There we go. They're debuting against the Beach Boys. So the tag champs are in action against this new team of Huday Ask and Joanna Silver. It's going to go 13 minutes. And Huday Ask is going to shock the world and get a quick roll-up and Chet Chavez. And they're going to pin the tag champs. They're going to pin the tag champs. In their debut, the Promiscuous Pillagers go over. Seth freaking Whitehead. Alright. The Beach Boys are left stunned. They don't know how to react. Chet Chavez, Simon Waves. So they're left stunned as these new challengers come out. So not only are possibly El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. now in the mix, but clearly the Promiscuous Pillagers are as well. So what the fuck is going to happen after this next match? Because, spoiler alert, El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. are going over. El Jaguar can get the victory over Sky. Open, just clean finish. 12 minutes. So there's this whole clusterfuck now. So the Dreams have a calling because despite the, despite the, what do you want to say? Despite the, fuck, what is the word I'm looking for? I need more brain food. Hold up. Despite the circumstance of the victory, they still beat ICX, and then they still beat the Beach Boys in that 3v3. Now the Promiscuous Pillagers have a case because they just pinned the tag champs in a tag team match. Yeah, it was a roll-up, but it's still a victory. And now El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. beat the number one contenders. So there's a whole clusterfuck, and I think you can guess where this is going. Let me just put everybody I'm working the crowd. So it's gonna be Huday Ask, Sean McFly, Chet Chavez, Simon Waves, Kira Lee, Sky Hermosa, El Jaguar, and Luis Montero Jr. And I think you can guess where this is going. Sean McFly makes a ruling. He comes out and he officially announces that at the pay-per-view, we will see a 2v2v2v2 championship match for the tag titles. All 4 teams have a claim. All 4 teams will get their match. El Jaguar and Luis, Hugh and Joanna, Sky and Kira, and Chet and Simon. 2v2v2v2 World Tag Team titles are on the line. We need a right to censor faction to feud with the promiscuous pillagers. Yep. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Alright. Then we're gonna have the Guru announces the main event for next week. They got rid of my fucking, or I guess, you know what? Carlos and Gang Nation versus ICX and, Tigray to main event next week. So we'll do scripted, fucking video, pre-taped, tease. What can I do? Can I do quick ad angle, 1 minute outside broadcast, hype video? So it will be Carlos, Bullseye, Waylon Walls, Tigray, Malik Cash, and Jay Becker. Alright. Save. Just 1 minute match announcement so that we have our main event set for next week. But our main event for this week is Heartbreaker and Zell versus Frankie and Callie. And the whole gimmick of the match is that the entire time Zell and Heartbreaker are cheating. They continue to cheat. Until eventually Johnny Perez comes out to the ring. This is the finish, is Zell Quinn has a, let's go with a baseball bat, and he's looking to cheat to win. While Heartbreaker has the ref distracted, Johnny Perez comes in from ringside, rips the bat out of Zell Quinn's hand, and, prevents him from cheating, allowing the final minute and a half to just be a clean victory. Frankie Perez over Zell Quinn. Open. Slow build, clean. Book segment. I don't think we have a finish for anyone in here. Nope. Book segment. Fuck. It's just... I don't care. Frankie and CLM let the incels know they're settling the score at the pay-per-view. So they let them know that they told Sean not to announce it because they wanted to tell them to their face that, yeah, they got the win tonight, but they're not done because they want their asses being grasses at the pay-per-view. So we'll have Heartbreaker and Heartbreaker versus Callie at the pay-per-view. Zell versus Frankie at the pay-per-view. Scripted's fine. 2 minutes. Pre-book. Heartbreaker versus California Love Machine. And Zell Quinn versus Frankie Perez. Alright. What now? What's the issue? Oh yeah, Zell Quinn is still injured. $94 minutes seems wrong. This is 3 minutes. There we go. Alright. Do we have any creative ideas? I'm saving both of these two for the go home. You know what? Let's do the Seth Whitehead bit of a gamble here. Let's do it. Carlos is a bit of a gamble. Masked Cougar we don't have booked. American Flash we don't have booked. Alright. I'm sorry. I hate that I'm eating on stream, but I was getting lightheaded, so I need just a little more. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I skip dinner. Alright. Let's run this shit. Alright, so we kick off the show. We're kicking it off with Cheetah Boy and Seth Whitehead. Fuck, I'm gonna start over. I don't want to say Cheetah Boy. Alright, so we're kicking off episode 17 of Coast to Coast with Seth Whitehead. He made his challenge. Any other member of COT not in CZCW, if they want a match at the pay-per-view, come and face him. And answering the challenge is none other than one of the biggest stars that Mid-Atlantic Wrestling has to offer, Cheetah Boy. Cheetah Boy accepts Seth Whitehead's challenge, and we get right into this COTT #1 contenders match. Cheetah Boy versus Seth Whitehead. The creative finish was a failure. Shit happens. It is what it is. But in a decent match, Seth Whitehead defeated Cheetah Boy in 11 minutes and 35 seconds with the Minnesota stretch. They went all out. Seth Whitehead had a 61. He's already a star. When I brought him in, he was a recognizable. I've already pushed him to a star. So, Seth Whitehead is so far a resounding success for our company in just the few short weeks he's been here. So, yes, Seth Whitehead getting the victory. And that means that for the second pay-per-view in a row, we will see a double title match. Frankie Perez is going to be defending both the COTT and the Coastal Zone World Championships. And Frankie Perez comes out to gloat, I guess, I don't know, but Seth Whitehead has the microphone first, and he's like, look, Frankie, there's nothing you can say now. I've already earned my... And then, boom, headbutts him to the ground. The exact same thing that Seth Whitehead did to Frankie Boy when they first interacted. Frankie Boy does it back to him, holds both of his titles standing tall, and Frankie Boy kind of gets his headbutt win back, I guess. I don't know what to call that. But speaking of going coastal, we get a quick promo from California Love Machine and Frankie Perez, who are going to be main eventing tonight's show, as you know, with against Zell Quinn and Heartbreaker. And they essentially say, like, look, we don't like each other. We don't. However, we hate Zell Quinn and Heartbreaker more. And any ill will that we have towards each other, we're going to be pushing that to the side to handle actual business tonight. So while I don't like Frankie and Frankie doesn't like me, tonight that doesn't matter. So 57, just letting everybody know what the status is between these two. We then get another match featuring Tony DeWonderful, and him and Air Raid Siren have very good chemistry, and it showed in their performances. Tony DeWonderful got a 38. He was really off his game, so he probably would have gotten a much better performance, but it is what it is. Tony DeWonderful gets another victory, this time in 8 minutes and 2 seconds with the Lariat. And after the match, he is jumped by Fox Mask 2, who will be facing him at the pay-per-view. However, the jumping does not last very long, as American Flash comes running in from the back and takes out Fox Mask 2 out of the equation before grabbing a microphone and saying, look, ever since this guy came back prematurely to save my ass, I will always have his back now. Alright? Cougar, Fox Mask, you can do all the underhanded shit you want, you can send all the Goonies you want, but you can't run from me forever. You can't run from me forever, because eventually, if you want to get rid of me, you gotta do it yourself. So if you want to get rid of me, Masked Cougar, meet me at the pay-per-view. Let's run it back, not as friends this time, but as actual fucking rivals. So at the pay-per-view, semi-main, we will see American Flash versus Masked Cougar for the second time in the save so far. 38 for this promo. We then get a promo from Heartbreaker. And he says that there is an epidemic in this company, an epidemic of hypocrisy from people like California Love Machine. The audacity of California Love Machine to call himself a love machine. It objectifies all the women in this company, in this world. And nice guys like him, we will always respect them. Yet, for some reason, nobody wants a relationship with him. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And he leaves. And that's his promo. And I agree, it is very disgusting, but I think it's disgusting for a different reason. We then have the debut of the team of Hugh Day-Ask and Joanna Silver. Boyfriend and girlfriend. That's going to rile up Heartbreaker. Boyfriend and girlfriend making their debut as a team in Coastal Zone, taking on the tag team champions, and in a match that went 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Oh, the Promiscuous Pillagers shock the world. Hugh Day-Ask gets a quick roll-up on Chet Chavez to get the victory. The Promiscuous Pillagers, one match before this other match that's supposed to shake up the landscape and the rankings of the tag team championships, the Promiscuous Pillagers just come in and turn everything on its head. They come in and they win against the tag champs in a tag match to kick things off, and the Beach Boys are left stunned. They are left stunned. They don't know what to do. The next people start making their entrance. Jaguar and Luis and Kira and Sky, they make their entrance, and the Beach Boys are just left dumbfounded at ringside as we get into this next match. After Luis and Jaguar just called them shit, pretty much, like, you didn't earn that title match, and then they back it up. They back it up by beating the California Dreams. El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. defeat the California Dreams in 12 minutes and 11 seconds after El Jaguar hits the Jaguar suplex on Sky Hermosa, gets the victory. 65 rated match, really good stuff. But now we're at a bit of a clusterfuck. Alright? Because despite the circumstances, they still beat ICX in that match that was originally meant to determine a number one contender. And then on the following week, even though Tigre got the victory, they beat the Beach Boys in a 3v3. However, now El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. have beaten the number one contenders, but right before that, Hugh Day-Ask and Joanna Silver have beaten the tag champs, so there is just a clusterfuck of contenders and challengers and champions to the point where Sean McFly has to come out and make an immediate ruling, and he says, look, there is no easy way to do this, because all three of these teams have proven a point, have proven that they are worth a championship match. So I am in no position to deny them that. At the pay-per-view, the Promiscuous Pillagers will get a title match. El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. will get a title match. The California Dreams will get a title match. I'm sorry, Beach Boys, but this has happened. We will see a 4-way tag team match at the pay-per-view where the winners will become the tag team champions, retain or new. That's what we're doing. A 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2, and welcome to the Coastal Zone. Big news here. And right before our main event, we get another match announcement, a quick video hyping up the main event for next week's show. Carlos Barrera will team up with Gangster Nation to take on the team of ICX and Tigre Salvaje Jr. Just a quick announcement video package right before our main event. And our main event gets a clean 69. Zell Quinn was slowed down by his injury. Thank you for powering through it anyway, buddy. I really appreciate it. He's got another match on the next show, too. But yeah, the story of this match is that Heartbreaker and Zell Quinn continue to cheat because they have no respect for either of these opponents. They're pulling the tights, they're poking the eyes, they're doing everything. And it gets to a point where Heartbreaker, this is the finish, Heartbreaker has the ref distracted. Zell Quinn's got a bat in his hand. He hits California Love Machine in the face, or on the apron. So California Love Machine's taken out of the equation. He's sizing up Frankie Perez. He's looking to go full-on power swing right on Frankie Perez's dome. When, with the ref distracted, Johnny Perez runs in from the back, snatches the bat out of Zell Quinn's hands from the apron. Zell Quinn is left dumbstruck. Frankie Perez locks in the P-clutch on Zell Quinn. As the ref turns his attention, Heartbreaker tries to break up the submission, but Zell Quinn taps out before Heartbreaker's able to stop it, and the baby faces get the victory thanks to the hands of Johnny Perez preventing the heels from cheating. And after being embarrassed once again, California Love Machine and Frankie Perez let Heartbreaker and Zell Quinn know that the nightmare is not over. That California and Frankie may have won tonight, but it's not over. Both of these men have been fucking with them for... Heartbreaker's been fucking with California for quite some time now. Zell Quinn has fucked over Frankie Perez, and they want to let them know that the nightmare for them is not over, because at the pay-per-view, California Love Machine will take on Heartbreaker in a singles match, and Frankie will take on Zell Quinn in a singles match. They're getting one-on-ones, and there's nothing these shit-ass heels can do about it. And that's how we finish the show. 65, good show here. I upgraded a lot of production, but I didn't do music all the way. I want to see how much money we're spending. But yeah, 65, good show, but we still have one more episode in this slightly longer taping. So let's get into the Coast to Coast episode number 18, our go-home show for Welcome to the Coastal Zone. Alright. Bring the YouTube chat back up. Nothing happened in the back. That's good to see. I thought I didn't pre-book it. That's annoying. I thought I pre-booked it. Shit. Let me pre-book. So it's Tigray and ICX versus Gangster Nation and Carlos. Heartbreaker is such a good heel that the booker hates him. I can't bring myself to like him. I just can't. It's hard. It's so hard. Alright. I need another rice cake break. I'm sorry. Alright. So, here's where I'm going to use these creative finishes. So, we kick off the show. Zell Quinn demands a match with Johnny. Johnny is... Yeah, I don't need to write. Johnny is accepting, because he does. So, right now, Zell Quinn's like, Johnny Perez fucked me over. Fuck him. Fuck anyone that likes him. Johnny, you will not get away with this. Come and face me like a man. Johnny Perez is like, okay. Sure. Let's do it. And then they have a match to kick off the show. One-on-one. Zell Quinn, Johnny Perez. Save. Yes, I know. It goes 12 minutes. And Zell Quinn gets the victory thanks to a run-in from Onslaught. Onslaught makes a run-in. Open match is fine. Steal the show. Let's do our bit of a gamble finish. Let's just throw everything at the wall, see what sticks. And yeah, so if you guys remember, in the first, I think second or third episode, during the first build, the Dark Watch fucked up Johnny Perez's arm, and Zell Quinn and Onslaught How do you spell onslaught? I think I spelled it right. Onslaught. Pillmanize that same arm. So poor Johnny Perez is jumped. Zell Quinn and Onslaught jump him. Frankie Perez is too late. They're too quick. They're too quick on the draw. 2 minutes. Storyline development. That same fucking arm. They wrap a chair around it. They stomp on the chair. And, yeah, Johnny Perez. Poor fucking guy. That poor fucking guy. Alright. So, Seth and Frankie have another face-to-face. But this time, shit happens? Question mark? Okay, so, this is what's scheduled. Is for them to keep promoting their shit, pretty much. However, Seth Whitehead comes out, and he's just kind of smiling. You know, he's just like, ah, look at, I'm Seth Whitehead. And he doesn't really say anything. Frankie's, like, egging him on. It's like, dude, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, he is jumped by Fox Masking Company. Fox Mask, Mask Cougar, and Fox Mask 2 jump him. And Tony DeWonderful makes the save, though. Tony DeWonderful makes the save. Not attacker. I meant to do fighting. God damn it. Oh, this is gonna... I hate changing it. Alright. Alright, Mask Cougar fighting. Tony DeWonderful fighting. So Seth Whitehead has recruited the help of Fox Masking Company to jump him, but Tony DeWonderful steps in. So we'll just need to see what goes on here, I guess, pretty much. Book segment. We're then going to have a team up. California Love Machine and Thunderstruck are going to defeat Miguel Rivera, Snapdragon Jr., and Komodo Dragon. Heartbreaker reminds me of a coworker who said my hobbies of watching anime and wrestling were too girly. I was like, I am a girl, and he was like, oh, you have a good point. Alright, okay. Your hobbies are girly. Yeah, I'm a girl. Huh. Well, that makes sense. What the fuck? Alright. Yeah, Callie and Thunderstruck. They're awesome. California Love Machine gets the shit, man. Open. Clean. Book segment. So essentially, Thunderstruck get the creeps from Heartbreaker. So what happens is after the match, Thunderstruck are like, hey, California Love Machine, look, first things first, we want to thank you for calling out Heartbreaker for being a fucking womanizing piece of shit. But now he's in a different level of creepy, and we are so annoyed by him that we want to be at ringside to accompany you for that match to make sure he doesn't pull any bullshit. And then California Love Machine's like, oh, that's really cool. I really appreciate that. And then every single other woman in the locker room comes out and fucking agrees. And California Love Machine's like, oh, thank you. He's doing God's work. That's what's happening. He's doing God's work. So we need to find every female. So essentially, we're doing a lumberjack match, but all the lumberjacks are women that will only attack Heartbreaker. What am I doing? Where is gender? Fuck. Alright, whatever. Amara's a woman. Amy St. James is a woman. She's a woman. Joanna's not here, though. Kira Lee, yeah, she'll be there. Sky, of course, will be there. So, yeah, every woman on the roster is so grossed out by Heartbreaker that they will all be at ringside, and we're going to have a lumberjack match now. So hype. The CZCW Elite are oppressing him. Oh, man. That might be the next arc. That might be the next arc. Alright. Sean pulls Fox mask aside. So, Sean's like, look, that was a really funny stint you pulled off with Seth Whitehead there. However, I'm not fucking laughing. So, if you want to do that shit in my company, then you're going to have to pay the price for it. So, your boys are going to take on Frankie, American Flash, and Tony later on in the show. And Fox Mask is like, this is bullshit, or whatever. That's what he'd do. Generic, scripted, 2 minutes. After that, we have a 4-way. Luis Jr., Hugh Dayask, Kira Lee, and Chet Chavez were just preview for the tag match, the tag title match, and in this match, Kira Lee will get the victory. She can pin Luis, open clean. Yeah, just a hype match for the tag match. We're gonna have another Heartbreaker promo. Heartbreaker responds to the woman's situation. The woman's situation is crazy. Alright, 2 minutes. Backstage, pre-taped. Serious. There's no joking with Heartbreaker. Script the fuck out of that, though. Alright. We get a promo from Carlos and Gang Nation. Plan to injure their opponents to make their jobs easier at the pay-per-view. Yeah, so they're just like, we're gonna fuck them up so bad tonight that they're not gonna make it to the pay-per-view. And if they do, then it's just an easy win. It's an easy win for us three. Backstage pre-taped. I don't know, foreshadowing? 5 minutes, fuck you. Book segment. Alright, we are then going to have that 3v3. Tony the Wonderful, American Flash, and Frankie Boy Fernandez versus Fox Mask 2, Masked Cougar, and Seth Whitehead. The woman who kicked Heartbreaker's balls in the tag match created a monster. Yep. Air Raid Siren. She has no idea what she started. So, yeah, Masked Cougar can get the victory over American Flash via Fox Mask interference. Or, you know what, we can do Tony the Wonderful. Tony the Wonderful, by Fox Mask, outside interference. We will keep Frankie Boy strong, keep American Flash strong. It's not even the main event, it's fine. Open slow build. Oh my god, Fox and Co. versus the Faces. Fox and Co. and Seth versus the Faces. So Seth Whitehead is still undefeated going into the pay-per-view match. Frankie Perez promises to go eye for an eye. So he's like, Zell, Onslaught, you want to do that shit to my brother? Fine. Take his arm out. He's a fucking grown man. He will heal, and he will deal with you when he comes back. However, if you want to do that shit, then we're going eye for an eye. After I beat Zell Quinn, Onslaught, good luck ever being able to jack off again, because I'm ripping that fucking arm off. Tease, I guess. Backstage pre-tape. Boom. And then our main event. Add the booking sheet. This is where we'll do the safe bet finish. This one's going 18 minutes as well. Carlos Barrera can pin Tigre Salvaje Jr., give him some momentum going into the Extreme title match. And that should be 95 minutes as well. That is 95 minutes. What's the fucking problem? Tony DeWonderful's being used far too much. Yeah, gotta fucking deal with it. I'm sorry. I don't really care. No, I have a safe bet. Alright. Let's do this. Final show. Final show. Go home show time. Go home show time. Alright. So we open our go home show with a promo by Zell Quinn, who is fuming that Johnny Perez dared to prevent him from cheating. And he says, Johnny Perez, you're a stupid bitch. Your necklaces suck. Fuck you. He's just really pissed. Childish insults because he's so mad. And he's like, look, Johnny, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you and your stupid brother. You want to fight me? You want to fight me? I got to face your brother going into the pay-per-view. But tonight, right now, Johnny, I want you in a match. And Johnny Perez, he comes out and he's like, look, dude, I've got no problem facing you right now. Honest to God, credit where credit is due. This is the first time I've seen you with a pair of balls to do something like this. It's not going to end well for you, but, you know, credit where credit's due. And then they have a match. And the match goes 9 minutes and 39 seconds. But Zell Quinn does actually get the victory with the magic trick after Onslaught ran in and cost Johnny Perez the match. No one really knows why Onslaught's here, but it seems like him and Zell Quinn have some sort of partnership. Fans were turned off by the finish of the match. Cry about it. The segment got a 50. I think it was a good way to start the show. But yeah, Onslaught runs in, and Zell Quinn then is able to cheat, win the match, hit the magic trick, and win. While Zell Quinn is pinning, Onslaught goes to ringside, grabs a chair, and before Frankie Perez's music can even hit, they get the chair around his arm. That same arm that back in episode 3, I think it was, when the Dark Watch was here, that same arm that the Dark Watch took out, they put the chair over it, they Pillmanize it, and they get the fuck out of there before Frankie Perez can stop them. Johnny Perez, once again to that same arm, it's taken out. Onslaught and Zell Quinn have taken Johnny Perez out of the equation going into the pay-per-view, and Frankie Perez is fuming. We then have another scheduled meetup between Frankie Boy and Seth Whitehead to help promote their pay-per-view match. But this one's a little weird. Frankie always does a lot more of the talking, but Seth Whitehead just kind of stares blankly a lot of the time. And we don't know why, but eventually Seth Whitehead has a microphone. Like, Frankie Boy's just starting all this shit. He's like, look, everything that everyone's thrown at me, it's going to take more than being Dean Daniels' baggage boy and little bitch to beat me. And Seth Whitehead, he just doesn't react. He laughs a little, but no real reactions. And eventually he gets his microphone. He's about to speak when out of nowhere Fox and Company jump Frankie Boy Fernandez, and Seth Whitehead starts giggling. He's like, oh, this was my plan. He has made a deal with the devil, a.k.a. Fox Mask. and the four of them start beating him down until Tony DeWonderful runs in with a chair, chases all the heels off, saves Frankie Boy Fernandez, and Seth Whitehead has aligned himself with Fox Mask and Company, at least for the time being, to take out Frankie Boy Fernandez. This segment got a 45. We have a quick 3v3. Miguel Rivera, Snapdragon Jr., and Komodo Dragon took on and lost to California Love Machine and Thunderstruck in 6:52 when Cali pinned Snapdragon with the LAX departure. California Love Machine was just dominant during this match. Overall match gets a 52, and after the match, Thunderstruck, they talk to California Love Machine, and they straight up say, like, look, hey, first things first, we want to thank you for calling out Heartbreaker when he was originally just a womanizing piece of shit. Alright? From everyone, every female in the CZCW locker room, we thank you for that. However, ever since Air Raid Siren kicked him right in the dick, as funny as that was, it's created a monster. And, we're sick and disgusted of that guy. So, as a thank you for stepping up to this gross man, we will be at ringside for that match. And California Love Machine's like, wow, that's really cool. I was actually expecting him to cheat or do some bullshit that I would have to overcome, so that actually makes my job a lot easier. Thank you, Thunderstruck. And then every single other woman in the locker room comes out and backs up Amy St. James and Ellie DeGrazia. And essentially what this means is that we're going to get a lumberjack match at the pay-per-view. And all the lumberjacks are every single woman except Joanna Silver that's employed. Even Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa are going to be there after their tag title match. So, yeah, every single woman in the company cannot stand Heartbreaker. And they would be willing to be at ringside to mediate during that match. So that segment got a 44. We then have Sean McFly pulling Fox Mask into his office to tell him, like, hey, look, that was a really good joke you pulled out earlier, working with Seth Whitehead to jump Frankie Boy. However, I'm not fucking laughing. I didn't think that was funny. So, if you want to pull that kind of bullshit in my company, because it's my company now, as you've pointed out to every single human being that's ever even thought about watching this promotion, this is my company now. You're not doing bullshit like that and getting away with it. Later tonight, tell your boys to get ready, because they're going to take on Frankie, American Flash, and Tony DeWonderful in a 3v3. And Fox Mask, he fucking uproars. He's like, this is fucking bullshit. This is what we've been talking about. He's like, yeah, whatever. I've heard it before. Fucking Murdoch, get out. All right, get out. 59 for that segment. We get a 4-way preview match as Hugh-Day-Ask bruises his tailbone. This is just a preview match for the tag title match where Kira Lee gets the pinfall, gives the California Dreams some momentum going into the pay-per-view. Pinning Luis Montero Jr. with a knee strike. Really no story to this match other than that, like, these are all one half of all the teams in that match. It's the go-home show. We're just doing some hype work right now. So, yep, after that, I'm aware. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Chet, all right. We cut backstage to see Heartbreaker. And, he's pacing back and forth. Eventually he stops, he looks right at the camera, he's like, I expected nothing less from the woman in CZCW. They always flock to the douchebags, like California Love Machine. The jocks, the douchebags, they always get the girls. But the genuine and down-to-earth guys like me, we have to suffer. We have to get on our hands and knees and beg, and we still don't get any of the cookies. So, whatever. Get all the women in the world, they'll all hate me anyway. I'm just so ugly and stupid. Whatever. Bring out everybody. I don't care. I'm gonna take all my anger out on you, Callie. 44 for Heartbreaker, having another incel tantrum. We get a quick promo by Carlos and Gangster Nation hyping up the main event. Basically, they're just talking about how, oh, we're gonna win tonight. We'll fucking injure them to make our jobs at the pay-per-view easier. They're not making it to the pay-per-view, and if they do, then fuck, it's an easy victory. Just basic hype for the main event. It is now time for the 3v3 between Fox & Co. and Seth versus Tony Flash and Frankie Boy Fernandez. And in a match that went 15 minutes and 28 seconds, in a bit of a shock, the heels actually go over as Tony DeWonderful gets hit with the Cougar Pounce. Thanks to interference from Fox Mask, the overall segment got a 58. Frankie did a fucking great job. But the biggest key takeaway here is that Fox Mask is not afraid to get his hands dirty to make sure his guys win. And Seth Whitehead is still undefeated going into this world title match. Seth Whitehead showed up a month ago. He's had matches almost every single show, and he has not lost one. So Seth Whitehead riding a huge wave of momentum going into his title for title match. And then right before our main event, we get a quick promo from Frankie Perez, who basically says, look, this isn't the first time this shit happened to Johnny, but I know Johnny. I've lived with him. He's my brother. He'll power through this. However, if you do shit like that to my family, Onslaught, Zell Quinn, I don't know what your fucking plans are, but you do that to my brother, I'm doing that to your bodyguard. I'm doing that to the guy that's clearly going to be doing all the dirty work for you. We're going eye for an eye. After I beat you, Zell Quinn, you better have a backup plan, because I'm going to make sure that Onslaught can never jack off again. I'm going to fucking break his arm so bad. 57 rated match, and then our main event gets a nice 63. Creative finish was a success. But in the end, and about that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Carlos Barrera and Gangster Nation defeated the team of Tigre Salvaje Jr. and ICX in 15-17. Carlos did pin his challenger with the Curb Your Enthusiasm, but it was a very even match, so their promise of injuring their opponents will probably not come to fruition. Only time will tell how they appear at the pay-per-view, but while the heels, I guess there's no real babyface between the tag teams, but while the Carlos and Gangster Nation came victorious tonight, will this have any impact in their pay-per-view matches? As we finish the show, it gets a 59 because Fox Mask and Tony DeWonderful are just fucking negatively over. Let's see how this overall taping did. Hugh Day Ask will be fine for the pay-per-view, so that's perfect. We're going to have no real injuries for the pay-per-view. We made $5K in broadcast revenue. That's fine by me. We gained another popularity point in the Southwest. So the push for relevancy is still going strong. We keep gaining momentum every single show. Alright. We got some simming to do, Miko. So if you want to go make your popcorn, now is the perfect time. I don't know if you already dipped to go make the popcorn, but if you haven't, now is the perfect time. Because I still have to sim and then book, and then you got your time to make your popcorn. Cool. Joshi Mania Day 6 report. Cool. Yeah, we got 18 days till the pay-per-view. So I think the next one is tapings at 2. Yeah, so I gotta switch this back every 2 weeks on Monday. And it still shouldn't... Yeah, we still aren't taping until after the pay-per-view. So we got some simming to do. I'm also going to be snacking on my rice cakes. So, again, I'm sorry. I am getting lightheaded. I've skipped dinner, so I need some snacks. This guy's fucking good. But yeah, in total, we got about another 30 minutes worth of simming in the pay-per-view to do. Wow. Alright, Masked Cougar was hired. Do I gotta move the pay-per-view? You fucking asshole. I do. I gotta make it a Friday again. We'll put it on the 20th. Alright. At least I won't have to move coast to coast. Welcome to the coastal zone. We got fun and games. Welcome to the coastal zone. Chucky, Doris, and Mountie Man. Oh, fuck. Yep, here we go. Peter Novak's coming in, guys. Oh, it was a joke. You weren't supposed to actually... I don't actually want Peter Novak. That was a complete joke. Deadly Deadshot, though. I like Deadly Deadshot. Alright, that's enough rice cake for me. Sebastian Cole. Oh my god, the USPW didn't take him. Alright, take him. Wow. Oh, it's just Doc Hammond. Oh, man. Wow, I'm just... even less of a reason to bring in Doc Hammond. I'm just saying, but imagine, the idea I have, if I bring in the New Wave, the idea is like, we bring in the New Wave and just nobody fucking likes them. Like, the fans just, like, groan, like it's X-Pac heat, and it's just, they just keep winning. I think it's money. Oh, Huracan Sandoval, okay. Enormous bust stuff. Wow. Joshi Mania, what happened? Oh, that's a good main event. I fuck with that. Okay. Who are the Epidemic? Who the fuck are the Epidemic? Hart and Maya? Okay, you know what? That's a really good team. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like this. Eri Sato and Toku in a cage. Oh, man. Shiori and Jemmy defeated Fuyuko and Tai. Yeah, I'm not... gonna be honest, I'm not vibing with that. Don't say his name backwards. I'm not vibing with that. Alright. Pretty Paul story. Let's see. And we still got some time. We got 12 days. 12 days of sim miss. Gotta go day by day, because if I fucking don't, then... you know, I don't go day by day, and then that's how you miss out on guys like Seth Whitehead. You know? Who they ask is... yeah, buddy, you can have a pay rise. That's fine. Can I ask why? Can I ask why? Maw? He's working Maw? Okay. If you fucking nerds injure him, I'm burying your whole company. I'm burying your whole company if he gets injured. I'm bringing every single person on Mid-Atlantic Wrestling over for an alliance loan, and I'm fucking jobbing them all out to Fox Mask 2. Nice, good viewership. Oh, I thought it said fire. I was just gonna be like, they just fucking hired him. Alright. We might have bit off more than we can chew with these production values. We're really spending money on them. I knew I should have waited till I went to medium. Oh, it's just WLW. Okay, that's fine. John Greed staying. That's a bit of a shame. I would have liked John Greed. John Creed could have been fun. Alright, I just gotta pray that fucking... Oh, Preston Holt. Man, that sucks. I like Preston. Just gotta pray that this WLW doesn't fucking completely interfere with Friday. That would be annoying. I'd have to run a pay-per-view on a Wednesday. Gross. Oh, Master of Puppets. 82, we had... No matches in the blue. Wow. 3-way, that's fun. That's a fun match. This, not so much. I mean, that's like a star power match, but... Okay. Please, 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 please. Oh, okay, fine. We're chilling. We're relaxed. Do I need to fucking... Waiting on BCG? My old BCG save? I put it to I put it to 2 polls and the people wanted a new one. So I'm sorry, but the BCG save's over, man. Okay, hopefully he doesn't fuck me. Hopefully he doesn't fuck me. It's scheduled on the same day, but it says he prioritizes us. Come on. Let's get it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Protege? I didn't know you get notifications for that. Alright, Huracan Sandu. Oh, don't fucking tell me. No, we're fine. We're fine. I don't know what I was thinking up in those production values so fast. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine. Long term, we'll be fine. I just don't like losing money. Chaos in the Cage. No, really good matches. Cameron Vesey and Jack the Colt. James Prudence. Bring back James Prudence, maybe. Shortlist him. Lenny Brown? What? Dude, they're just letting him walk? Alright, Zell Quinn's clear. We still got 5 fucking days. Shane Stones looks identical to John Cone. Oh, thank you. Oh, no. It's just Sideshow. Oh my god, it's just Sideshow. Holy shit, don't do that to me. Don't fucking do that to me, man. Masafumi, Tori. I don't fucking care about you. Wrong Tori. Fuck, everybody's going to Japan. It also says it won't be a problem, so that's fine. Alright. We're almost there. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys won the championship. That's not going to be fucking said in the real world for any time soon. Alright. Double check. 2 more days. We're almost there. Almost there. Bobby Thomas retiring. No. No. Doc Hammond went from toned to average. He was toned? Okay. Jasper January, not his real name. What is it? What is his real name? Oh, that was the final straw for the syndicate. Oh. Alright, well that's... No, yeah, that's fucked. Alright. Nazan Goto and Big Bruiser Finley's not a bad team, actually. Alright. No one's getting the night off. Generic venue. Still using Wrestle World. Alright. Booking team meeting. I need one creative finish. I just need one good one. Fuck, man. Every time I get a non-linked one, it's dog shit. Safe bet for Frankie Perez only. Oh, man. Come on, last chance. It's a fucking bit of a gamble. You all suck. I hate you all. I honest to God hate you all. I really do. It's very frustrating dealing with you four. Alright, Altitude got into an argument. American Flash rigged a poker tournament. Foxmask 2's getting better at microphone. Swipe and Zell Quinn got pissy. Eureka and Foxmax got pissy. Alright. Let's inspire. It's welcome to the Coastal Zone. Alright. Alright. So here we go. I'm debuting the new slide. So, like I said, pay-per-views now I will book in secrecy so that the stream can be just as excited at the bigger shows as possible. So, here you go. That's what you're seeing. So just give me a couple minutes to pre-book this pay-per-view. And, yeah, I'll still be here. You can still hear me, I think. Yeah, you can still hear me. Popcorn is ready. You almost burned yourself. That's not good. Or it's good that you didn't burn yourself, I guess. I guess that's the silver lining. Alright, so this opener's gonna go 14 minutes. You win. Alright. Then, get the fuck out of here. Then we have this match. Right here. It's gonna go 15 minutes. We will have this person go over this person. Open. I don't think they can call. No. Open script. Open script, slow build, clean. Alright. We're then fucking doing that. That long. And common pots are somewhat unreliable for popcorn. That's a shame. As long as you didn't burn yourself, I think you're good. Alright. This can be that kind. So, bam. Yeah, because I made that regular, so that's going to be our steal of the show. Then we have... I have no angles yet. Then we have... this match? Yeah, we do. It's going to break that. you. I think you can call by now. If you can't, yeah. We'll go for it. Oh my god, and he didn't complain. Thank you, though. Thank you, fuck yeah. Then we will do... I can name these. I can name these angles what they're actually supposed to be now. Alright, sweet. I mean, fuck it. Let's just put them on. Even though they're not promo guys, we can put them on promo ability. 4 minutes. Character development works. Scripted, yeah. Alright. Pre-booking. Up next is this match. This one's gonna go 23 minutes. No, 22 minutes. You are gonna go over. This person cannot call for shit. Right. We will put you at ringside. Distraction. I guess this one would work. Alright. He's not on for too long, is he? Slightly overused is fine. I forgot you. I skipped that match. This is gonna be a fun thing to fucking... Alright. 21 minutes for that. You go over. I don't think you can call it. The 5 SSW roster does leave the booker spoiled. It's kind of jarring going from 5 SSW to this roster sometimes. Yeah, this is what's gonna take a while. So you're gonna be at ringside. If you can't tell, I'm adding every single woman on the roster ringside to this match. Juliet, Kira Lee, Sky, Willow. Alright. Did this have a creative finish? I don't think so. No, it didn't. Alright. But yeah, no, you are not going there. You're going there. Alright, this is going 4 minutes. You on that. You on that. You on that. And you on that. Alright. The woman should turn on Air Raid Siren for creating the ultimate villain. Well, in her defense, it could have been anybody. Like, that was bound to happen. Heartbreaker was bound to get his dick kicked in by any woman. It just happened to be Air Raid Siren. Alright, this is going 23 minutes. You are going over. Boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the creative finish so that it gives us a big hit victory. But yeah. Alright, 4 minutes. Working the crowd, working the crowd. Character, scripted, save. And then the big one, let's get the title. Borrow the COT title for the main event. Put both of them on the line. You're going over. Open, slow build, clean. I don't have a finish. I mean, I have that, but it's a bit of a gamble. Do I want to main event my biggest pay-per-view of the year? No. No, I don't. I don't want to main event the biggest pay-per-view of my calendar year with a gamble. Alright. Slightly overused is fine. Quincy Jargon's doing too much refereeing. Then don't fucking do the refereeing, buddy. Pee Wee Germain's doing too much refereeing now? Do I have to hire a local ref? Jesus Christ. Alright, Elegance. $40 is fine. How much fucking reffing is Quincy Jargon doing? Jesus. Alright, there we go. So all the pre-bookings are done. Not using that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Or no, I am using that, but I can't use that. Okay. So let me add one pre-show match, because we might as well. We might as well. Let's give, yeah. Yeah. Alright. If she just kicked his balls, then I think he wouldn't have minded that much. But she got his hopes up by pretending to respond to his advances and then kicked his balls in the tag match. It was short-sighted of her. I think you would have done the same. Counterpoint, you would have done the same. Okay, yeah, it's pay-per-view time. It is pay-per-view time. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's get right into this pay-per-view. So, we're starting things off. We do have a pre-show match. It's not often the Apex Twins win, at least at this point in the save. But right now, kicking off the pre-show match, we have the Apex Twins defeating Komodo Dragon and Snapdragon Jr. Give Komodo and Snapdragon just some more reps in, even if it's against some not-so-great opponents. But having a match is better than having no match. So, there you go. The Apex Twins defeat them in 7:45. Kicking off the main portion of the show is Foxmask 2 versus Tony DeWonderful. This in Foxmask's own words for his protege. This is Foxmask 2's biggest test so far. Can he put Tony DeWonderful away? He cannot, as Tony DeWonderful gets the victory in 14 minutes and 15 seconds. Lariat clothesline, and Tony DeWonderful, since returning from injury, since having a fire lit under his ass, he has been unstoppable, winning 3 consecutive singles matches in a row, this time against Foxmask 2, to open up Coastal Zone's biggest pay-per-view of the year. So big win for Tony DeWonderful, got the show off to a strong start, great way to kick things off. Following that, we have the Inner City Express versus Gangster Nation, and this one is just a wild brawl, but by every asset of the term, I guess. I don't think that's the right phrasing. But these two teams held absolutely nothing back. They just clobbered on each other, held nothing back, wanted to show dominance. But in the end, only one team can be victorious, and tonight it was Gangster Nation who was victorious, just having more in the tank, more to gain, and more to lose. from this match, as Gangster Nation still want to capture their first ever CZCW tag titles during this year, as they defeat the Inner City Express in 15 minutes and 14 seconds when Waylon Walls hit the jumping double arm DDT to get the victory. Following that, we have the clusterfuck of a 4-way tag team title match. Hugh Dayask and Joanna Silver making their debut, winning beating the tag team champions. California Dreams and El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. also earning their shot. However, when it came down to the 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2, it was the tag team champions coming out on top to win the match. Great wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. The overall segment got a 68. Great performances from Hugh Dayask and El Jaguar and Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa here. Sky Hermosa finally picking it up to get on the same level of her tag partner here. But no, nobody is able to overthrow the Beach Boys here. It was too much carnage for anyone to really have a say. This was truly just a fucking luck of a victory by the Beach Boys. Who knows what would happen if they just had their single tag match against the California Dreams, or a standard tag match against El Jaguar and Luis, or even if they got a rematch, now knowing what the Promiscuous Pillagers have up their sleeves. Just tonight, the tag champions stayed on top as they defeated everybody else in a 68 rated match to retain their tag team championships. But from going from one dominant team champions to another dominant champion, we have the Extreme Championship match. Tigre Salvaje Jr. Versus Carlos Barrera. Carlos has been one hell of an Extreme Champion for us in this save so far. And these two motherfuckers, they're going all out. They've pulled out the stops. They pulled out the thumbtacks. They pulled out the tables. They pulled out the chairs, the bats. They got everything. It was a hardcore match through and through. But as dominant as Carlos Barrera has been, at some point, everybody's luck runs short. And after 19 minutes and 35 seconds, we have a new Coastal Zone Extreme Champion. Tigre Salvaje Jr. has captured his first singles title in CZCW just a few months ago. Everybody thought this man's career was dead in the water. Gangster Nation forced him and his tag partner El Jaguar, the Wildcats, they forced him to split up. Tigre Salvaje had to go solo. And what has he done? He has reinvented himself as a singles act in record time. First taking out Johnny Perez, then taking out Hugh Dayask, and now overthrowing Carlos Barrera to win the Coastal Zone Extreme Championship in a gruesome hardcore match. And we get an angle afterwards once Carlos Barrera gets to his feet, a man that shows absolutely nobody restraint or respect. We see Carlos Barrera eye down Tigre, the new Extreme Champion, and he looks right at him and he shakes his hand. Because at the end of the day, Tigre Salvaje won fair and square. There's no excuses. There's no way that Carlos can look at this like I didn't lose. And he takes the loss on the chin and he shakes Tigre's hand, congratulating him after a hardcore fought victory for this championship. Up next is our Lumberjill match, I guess you could say. It's a lumberjack match where every single person at ringside is a woman who hates Heartbreaker, which is every single woman on CZCW, even Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa. The only person I didn't put at ringside was Joanna Silver because she's probably a little busy with Hugh Dayask right now. And the whole story of this match is that every time California Love Machine is thrown out of the ring, the girls leave him alone. He's just free to walk right back in. But if Heartbreaker is thrown outside of the ring, man, do they give it to him. After all the incel and nice guy behavior, it finally catches up with him. They give it to this man. Every time Heartbreaker even graces the apron, they go after him. And Well, in the end, there's just no way Heartbreaker can win a match like this. After 21 minutes and 24 seconds, California Love Machine hits the LAX departure from on Heartbreaker to get the victory, thanks to all the girls at ringside, and I mean all the girls at ringside. There was no ability for him to cheat, no way for him to run, nowhere for him to go. He had to stay into that ring and fight California Love Machine like a man, like a wrestler, like a professional, like these two are supposed to be, and left to just his skill as a wrestler, there is nothing he can do that can even compare to California Love Machine. So after months of incel torture that California Love Machine had to go through and witness, he finally gets his win over Heartbreaker at Welcome to the Coastal Zone. Up next is another smarmy little shit versus a top player of the company, as Zell Quinn takes on Frankie Perez. At the go-home show, Zell Quinn and his new bodyguard or muscle, or we're not really sure what the relationship here is, Onslaught, they targeted that same damaged arm that on Johnny Perez that had been taken out by the Dark Watch. After Johnny Perez prevented Zell Quinn from cheating to win in a main event tag match, he injures Johnny Perez. He injures him and Onslaught injure him, they Pillmanize the arm, and he is just able to roam free, cheating with Onslaught at ringside. It is truly an uphill battle for Frankie Perez here, as every time there's a hope spot, it's cut off by Onslaught tripping him at ringside, Zell Quinn with a thumb to the eye, referee distraction, foreign object. But it all comes to a head when Zell Quinn is looking for his finisher. Frankie Perez reverses it, the ref goes down, and Onslaught, he gets into the ring, and they're looking to do some tag team maneuvers. When Johnny Perez's music hits, and he comes running down with a cast in one hand and his non-broken arm. He's got a kendo stick, and he starts wailing on Onslaught, chasing him back to the ringside area. Zell Quinn is screaming at Onslaught to get back into the ring. He turns around right into a perfect parody from Frankie Perez. The ref gets up, and we have 1, 2, 3. Frankie Perez defies all the odds. Johnny Perez comes in with a broken freaking wrist to get the victory in the match here tonight. 75 rated match. What a fucking match here. Despite all the shenanigans and bullshit, the Perez brothers stand tall. And eventually, Frankie Perez, at the go-home show, he said that he was going eye for an eye. You take out my brother's arm, I'm taking out your bodyguard's arm. So they roll Onslaught back into the ring. They have the same thing set up for him. Zell Quinn is screaming from ringside, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare!" But he doesn't have the balls to get into the ring to actually try to fight for his guy. He's just essentially playing distraction as Eureka LaBelle. As Zell Quinn is playing distraction, Eureka LaBelle comes in and is able to pull Onslaught out of the ring by his foot, and the heels are barely able to escape tonight. So while the Perez brothers do stand tall here, they aren't able to go eye for an eye, as Eureka LaBelle, Onslaught, and Zell Quinn seem to have some sort of partnership going. Who knows where this is going, but all we know is that tonight Frankie Perez stands tall with one hell of a match here. In our semi-main, we have the big blow-off. In our, I think it was second ever episode of Coast to Coast. I could be misremembering. Maybe it was our third. Who knows? We saw American Flash and Masked Cougar face off. Originally starting the save kind of on the same page. They weren't a tag team by any stretch of the imagination, but they were absolutely on great terms. Ever since one too many losses, though, Masked Cougar fell into this cult-like following of Fox Mask, as he has become convinced that the members of CZCW and the members of management are trying to erase the past. They're trying to push to the future by erasing the past, and they won't have any of that. They're refusing to allow any of that to happen. And it's all come to a head with American Flash. Fox Mask and Mask Cougar feel like he is the biggest offender right now. He was there as an undercard hand when Mask Cougar and Donnie J and Fumihiro Ota, they were running the company. American Flash was on the lower card, and they tried guiding him. They wanted to guide him, but now they feel that he has turned their back on them. American Flash doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, and he's just defending himself. So, after a long winded feud, these two get back into the ring, one-on-one, not as friends this time, but as mortal enemies. And despite the fact that this was a 50-50, a clean, even bout for the majority of it, once it looked like Mask Cougar was about to lose, that's when Fox Mask ran in to make sure shit did not go bad. As Mask Cougar is able to get the victory with the I Am Cougar, Hear Me Roar, one of the dumbest finishing names I've ever heard in my life, after interference from Fox Mask. Fox Mask cheats, helps Mask Cougar cheat to win, refuses to let anybody, refuses to let anybody have any fun. I don't know what I'm saying. Refuses to let anybody get one up on his main guy. Yeah, his protege can go eat dirt and figure it out himself, but God forbid Mask Cougar has to win a match fair and square. What a shame. And we have Fox Mask and Mask Cougar celebrating their mocking and taunting American Flash despite the fact that they just needed to cheat to win. It's quite a shame. Quite a shame and a sight to see. And our main event tonight, in back-to-back pay-per-views, we have winner take a double title match, winner take all double title match. Frankie Boy Fernandez is defending both his Coastal Zone Championship and COTT World Championship. This isn't going to be the memo going forward. You still have to earn COTT matches to earn a COTT title match, and in this case, Seth Whitehead had to beat Cheetah Boy. But yeah, Seth Whitehead comes in just less than 2 months ago and says that he's going to take over the company. And now he is main eventing, going from a recognizable to a star in that short amount of time. He is now main eventing the biggest show of Coastal Zone's calendar year against Frankie Boy Fernandez. And in a match, let's see what it gets. In a 79 rated match, Frankie Boy was really off his game. That's fucking terrible to see. In a match that had superb wrestling and good heat, Frankie Boy Fernandez is able to defeat Seth Whitehead in 25 minutes and 5 seconds by pinfall with the dirt nap. Seth Whitehead was undefeated going into this match. However, everything comes to an end, and at the biggest possible moment, Seth Whitehead's undefeated streak has ended at the hands of Frankie Boy Fernandez. So Seth Whitehead has had quite a run so far. His run is clearly not over, as I forgot to put the final angle on the show. My bad. Let's just add that right now. It's just literally Frankie Boy is the face of CZCW. It's literally just a celebration angle. There's nothing happening. Let me add it. 6 minutes. Generic works. And yeah, Frankie Boy gets a celebration. 67 rated angle to end the show. He is still our world champion in Coastal Zone. The timing was just not right for him to lose the belt yet. Seth Whitehead has been incredible for us so far, but I don't want to just bring in a guy from TCW and immediately give him my world title. So Frankie Boy Fernandez, who for the most part, this was one anomaly. For the most part, he has been incredible for us. I'm still confident that Frankie Boy is the guy to march us forward. As we end the show overall gets a 76 rating. Pretty good stuff. I want to give Seth Whitehead, you are awesome. Malik Cash is mad about something, I know that. And somebody else was mad about something. I can't remember who. I think it was Kira Lee. I don't know. Scene please, scene please, scene please. We made $57,000 on that show. Good stuff. We gained another popularity point in the Southwest. We are now at 50. We are now at 50. Let's get through. I do fear that I had spent too much money on production values too quickly, because we have been in the red for all of May so far, by at least 15,000 when I last checked. So hopefully the pay-per-views will save us. Hopefully the pay-per-views will save us. Alright. Yeah, so we're in the positive. So we're not going to be... I don't think we're going to be losing money. But I don't think we should be continuing to upgrade production value. Manager without any clients. You're a wrestler. It was Curly and Chet Chavez and Seth Whitehead. Seth Whitehead didn't want to do the job. So I told him he had to. I don't really care. I'll just do open for him. It's fine. But yeah, really good show. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I am a little... It was our best show so far. But seeing that Masked Cougar creative finish flop was a little disheartening. Seeing Frankie Boy be off his game was kind of disheartening. Wasn't a perfect show. Hopefully, next year, when we do Welcome to the Coastal Zone 2023, things go a little better. I just feel like we got some pretty shit RNG this time around. But it is what it is. Still a really good show. I'm still happy with a lot of the stories that I've been telling. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this first quote-unquote season of CZCW. I don't really break up my series into seasons anymore, but it's still the season finale, so, you know, best show we've ran so far. Next show is, the next pay-per-view, is Surf Slam. It's back to the basic 4-week build, so no longer tapings that time around. Did any of those matches break our top 100? So obviously that was our best show. Frankie Boy Masked Cougar, yeah, I mean, these are just better matches. I mean, yeah, if I don't get a creative finish, it's just kind of upsetting. Oh well. Oh well. Where did that match rank? Frankie Boy and Seth Whitehead was number 5, or tied for number 5. Alright, that's enough stalling for this. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of the Push for Relevancy. We are very close to reaching medium. And yeah, I hope you all guys come back for episode number 14 on the beginning of our build to Surf Slam. Alright, so that was our stream. Bit of a longer one, but it is what it is. 13.2. Alright. Alright. Let me unmute the chat. There we go. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. So, Greg Slolachinski would shit on the main event for burying a TCW guy because Frankie's ego was too big. Yeah, who's the one that didn't want to take the job, Greg? Get your fucking facts straight. Get your fucking facts straight. Isn't LAX departure something crazy like a Phoenix Splash? I don't know. Let's see. Let's check out. Now I'm interested. How do I fucking figure this out? Alright, they moved it on me. I just realized I haven't checked where movesets are in this game. Here, no? Oh, I see it. The LAX departure. Maybe I have to type it here. Shooting star leg drop. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Oh. Heartbreaker. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cali Hawk Tua Riz Machine versus Huzbreaker. I'm so glad I did not see that while I was running the show, because that would have made me cry. But the storyline is great. I like when heels are evil, not cool, and you can somewhat understand why they are like this. It's like Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens right now. Yeah. Kevin Owens as a heel right now is great because he is just a babyface. Everything he says is right. Everything he says is right, but he's still a heel because he's facing Cody. I love Kevin Owens right now. His gimmick right now is great. Yeah. How is Joanna Silver doing? She's already at 10. Look at that. All right. Yeah, Joanna Silver's going to be a really fun person to book going forward. Very fun person to book going forward. Kevin is, in fact, right. Kevin is right. That is correct. She's actually not even terrible anymore. She used to be terrible. And now she's not bad. She's good. If Hyundai Ask wasn't like... If my mid-card just wasn't so deep with either fun characters to book or great names, Hyundai Ask would be pushed so much harder. But, like, right now it's like, you gotta be in a tag team because I have nothing else for you right now. And I want to use you. But yeah, Tigre Salvaje Jr. I'm really excited for the Tigre Salvaje Jr. push. Wait, this is his second title? When did he he won it back in 2016? Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? I built, whatever. Fuck you, man. God damn it. Why would you do that? Why would you win an Extreme Championship before I told you you could? Your tag partner didn't do that. Man, whatever. Man, whatever. Fuck you guys. Alright. Surf Slam is next. I think that was a good stream. I am gonna call it here. Everybody's mad. A lot more people are mad here than they are in fucking 5-star. So I don't know why. But yeah, next stream I do will most likely be more 5SSW. Maybe even tomorrow. No promises, but maybe we'll do 5SSW Hall of Fame tomorrow. I have the pay-per-view match card pre-booked, so there's no work I'd need to do. But yeah. Maki Jannetty still stay mad. Yeah, she will. She is, yeah. Yeah. You can't get out of her. You can't get out of that. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to call the stream here. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you to all those that have stuck around. Miko, Jerome, Chandler, Kenshi. Thank you all for coming out. Again, yeah, if you got time to kill and you want to watch me guide an old man named Warren Hayes into TEW, you can watch that stream link that I sent earlier in the chat. That was a really fun time. Warren Hayes is a very funny guy. He's also aggressively Canadian, which is even funnier. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you guys for the next stream, which will, unless plans change, most likely be 5SSW's Hall of Fame 2023.